apocalypse, Mr. Mannheim.
Who are you?
Your new lord and master. You may call me Darkseid.
What's up, Bemmers? It's another unbelievably strange episode of Darkside's Couch, and this is James.
This is Mike.
I'm Shée.
It's so strange, you cannot believe it. It cannot be believed.
You know, I don't, and I refuse to.
We're refusing to believe how strange this adventure is today.
I didn't believe the science, and I'm not going to believe this.
I thought I would believe it, but I definitely unned.
Shée got halfway through. Shée got halfway through under the auspices that she was going to believe it.
Yeah.
And just ended up relenting. Was not able to believe it.
I was imagining Shée reading it. She's like, you know what? I'm going to believe this. And then halfway she throws up her hands in frustration. It's unbelievable.
Gave up believing this one.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. Could not be believed.
I like how it says unbelievable, strange, and then adventures.
Yeah. Well, it's not an unbelievably strange adventure. It's just a strange adventure that happens to be unbelievable.
It's like they were ashamed that it was an adventure, so they hid it in the art.
Well, was the title Unbelievable Strange Adventures, or is it just Strange Adventures?
No, it's just Strange Adventures, and most issues it was believable. But this particular one was unbelievable.
Like if you're not looking at it right, it's just like strange. It's unbelievable strange comics.
Unbelievable strange. Yeah, they had to go in like last minute in the printer and add unbelievable because usually they were believable, and this time the adventure was just too unbelievable, and there was going to be an investigation if they didn't add unbelievable in the top there.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. As much as something unbelievably strange could make sense.
Yeah. What the hell are we talking about? So we didn't actually tell anybody anything yet. So oops. We were supposed to be looking at Savage Dragon today. And,
no, we're not. We're supposed to be looking at what did we already do?
You're
the
already
fucking
twisted around. No, we just
the one
did
with the robots.
Star Wars.
Wait, is this coming on before Star Wars or after?
No, this is after Star Wars.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because at the end of last time's episode, Jesus Christ. After the end of the last episode, I dumped in a little thing that says we'll do a pause on the next episode. We were going to do Savage Dragon right now, but instead we're not doing Savage Dragon right now. We're doing Strange Adventures number 216 from 1969, and the reason is sad.
Yes, Darkside's Couch, friend of the show, creator Neal Adams died suddenly.
Yeah, died suddenly of complications related to sepsis, I believe. 80 years old. He was older than a boomer. Greatest generation.
They're not. They were racist.
The greatest generation?
Unlike this generation.
Yeah, seriously. They might have been less racist than this
Thank
generation.
God we got rid of all that.
Yeah. Neal Adams, one of the best ever. One of the best ever. We've looked at a lot of his stuff here and there, and
made Batman not stupid.
He did. He just a couple years after this, 1969. Also, by the way, while we're reading this and looking at this is 1969. Mm-hmm. Like this looks like a book from the 80s.
Yeah, it does.
Very ahead of its time. Very ahead of its time. But yeah, he redesigned along with Denny O'Neil redesigned Batman in the 70s after it was stupid for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. Gave us that awesome Green Lantern, Green Arrow social justice book. The two of them did, right?
Yep. We should do some of those for jokes.
I was thinking about it because when he passed away, I was like, well, let's change our plans and let's do a Neal Adams book, and that was on the list. So we should probably look at that in the future. But I wanted to look at this because of Deadman, which we'll get into shortly.
And it's because Neal Adams died, and I have a John Waters sense of humor.
Yeah, I don't know that Neal Adams had that kind of sense of humor though. So
yeah, but we do.
Well,
so we're doing Deadman.
Did he write Bucky O'Hare?
No, that was Larry Hama, I think.
Okay. But it was Continuity Comics.
It was Continuity Comics. And you know what? I'll say this. I want to throw this out there because I was actually reading about Continuity Comics a couple months ago. And we've done some of Neal Adams' company, short-lived Continuity Comics, and we've made fun of it. We've had a good laugh at it. Mm-hmm. But I actually found out the origins of that company. It turns out that Continuity was originally called Continuity Associates, and Neal Adams founded it to help comic book artists find work in things like commercial art in between comic book gigs. Continuity, thus continuity. It was to keep cash flow coming in, because he did a hell of a lot for creator rights. He was one of the first guys to push for creators to get their original artwork back so they could sell that. He did a hell of a lot for creator rights. So the continuity in continuity comics, we've made fun of the fact that there is none, but that's just our own ignorance. It turns out there's plenty of continuity going on behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Very base Neal Adams, unionizing and keeping people, giving them their just dues.
Yeah,
fighting
it's so
corporations.
based.
Yeah, very based.
Yeah, very, very, very based. He did a great job. He brought like this photorealism, like nobody's drawing comics this realistic at the time. He also wrote the most insane mainstream comic I've ever struggled through with Batman Odyssey.
Oh, yes.
If you really want an uphill battle, you could always check out that. He also believed that the Earth used to be entirely covered by land and has been expanding ever since.
All right. I mean, I don't know.
Moving on from that. Yep, might have been right. Could have been right.
Maybe. We don't know.
But
do you know?
I can't. I just go with what the public is mocking, and I just assume that they know what they're talking about. I was
raised Christian, so I don't believe. I can't believe nothing.
Yeah. It's against your God to believe anything.
Well, I mean, more like I was raised that I was told a bunch of nonsense, and then so it's like, well, if that ain't real, then probably nothing's real.
Oh, I thought you meant that, like, the Christian basic tenet is stop questioning things.
Yeah.
Stop asking questions.
Yep. Stop asking questions.
It's all nonsense. Everything everybody tells you is nonsense.
Yep. Your public school you're going to is lying to you because of the devil.
Yeah, they're full of shit. The devil got in there.
Yeah, the devil's at your school.
I mean, the devil was at my school in Detroit, for sure.
When I was a kid, man, the devil scared the shit out of me.
Like the actual, like, horns and tail devil?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like the concept of, I masturbated once, so now I'm going to burn forever.
Yeah, he's keeping an eye on you.
That freaked me out.
Yeah, it's real tough to deal with, because it's like, okay, so we're all flawed, but our flaws are making us go to hell. Mm-hmm. It's very complicated.
It's weird how I got super into heavy metal with all that baggage.
Well, all those Slayer boys, they're nice Christian boys.
One of them is, at least.
Yeah. Always in church.
Always in that church.
That
church of his. Oh.
Is it one of those problematic Chris Pratt churches?
Nah, he's normal. It's just a Catholic church.
Just a normal.
So there's the problematic. I mean, there's the issues with that.
Yeah, just the basic Catholic problem.
The innate.
How come those guys don't get canceled? Like, you're going after all these Chris Pratt Baptist guys, but
we've been trying for years.
No one's going to go after the Catholic Church after all the stuff they did?
Really? You think no one's going after them?
Because they're not celebrities.
They're still doing it.
They're still. Everyone's been going after them for years.
Yeah, but they haven't stopped.
It doesn't.
No, and they're not gonna.
No, it's never. Stick. It's so weird, right?
Because if you cancel like a pastor or something like that, and you're not going to check in on him, but you cancel Chris Pratt, we're gonna want to know what Chris Pratt does as he tries to struggle his way back into the limelight. Like,
I'm sure Chris Pratt will have no problems.
If he gets mainstream canceled, he's going to just move over to Christian movies and stuff like that. Also, he's married into the Schwarzenegger family / Kennedy family, so he's good.
Oh, he's married into the Illuminati family? Is that's what I'm hearing here?
Yeah, the Illuminatis. I applied to be their...
oh, God, I think you told us this.
What was it, like their online...
Their social media manager.
Social media manager,
the fact that you don't know what that name is probably a sign that you should.
Well, it's been that was what, 4 years ago? I forgot what that was.
I think it was like a year ago.
But I came up with an ad campaign for him. I even sent it to him.
Yeah. Oh. Do you want to share it now?
It was like Illuminati's pizza, and it was going to be like everything was going to be like conspiracy based and like attacking other pizza chains.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to cause a lot of lawsuits.
That adding the Illuminati stuff to a pizza restaurant might cause some problems with stuff that
has happened.
Yeah.
Are we still concerned about Illuminati, or is that going to go away with QAnon?
I think we're more still concerned about another Pizzagate.
I think we're just like everyone's just like it's not called the Illuminati, but the idea is there. Rich people get together to talk about how they're going to stay rich.
We just got to refurbish that idea once in a while and come up with a cool new title.
Was it like a BlackRock? Is that the name of the investment company that owns everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just BlackRock. They don't need to give it a fancy name from Italy or whatever the fuck.
That's a pretty cool name, though. I like that.
It is pretty cool, though. It's a cool sounding name.
I like that these shady companies are just like they're not hiding anymore. They're just naming themselves shady things.
Like, BlackRock. Yeah, BlackRock. We own everything.
Yeah, I'm sick of trying to figure this out.
I love they own both Fox News and CNN.
Is that true?
Yeah, they have like shares in both companies.
Oh, that's not owning
That's
them.
not the same
Well,
thing.
it could be a majority. I don't know, but they own
A lot of corporations. Like if you look at AT&T or Disney or anywhere else, they give money to both sides.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Maybe
a
not
Google
the
question.
same money amount to both sides, but they will.
Right. They're playing both sides, so they always come out on top.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like a
literally
genius,
what it is.
like a
Like a
high-powered
genius.
Chad would do.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Neal Adams would do in one of his genius comic books. He was a good man.
He's a good man.
And as we do every time Neal Adams passes away, we're doing a Neal Adams comic.
Yeah, all the
Dark Side
times he
Scout tradition.
It's funny because he's even like he just died, and we're doing a Neal Adams book, and on the cover it's the character Deadman, who's who's like underneath like this like snake wizard guy.
Yeah.
And it says, "To struggle is useless, Deadman. Your time on Earth is done."
Yes, it is.
R.I.P.
It is.
Neal Adams.
Yeah, well, I picked this because, first of all, this was it only went on for about 10 issues or so, but this was the famous Neal Adams Deadman run from the 70s that I've been meaning to read forever, and I picked it for one specific panel that we'll get, or one specific page, rather, that we'll get to later in the book, but I've been wanting to read it forever, and this was a great excuse, so I picked this one not as in tastelessness. I picked it because I genuinely like Deadman a lot, and I wanted to read this, and he's one of the quintessential Deadman guys.
I figured you picked this because you're like, yeah, Mike will get a kick out of this. There's more.
No, I actively avoid. There are things I have not told you about that because I knew you would want to do them, or you would not, some
smart.
angle you would want to take. I was just like, yeah, I'm just not going to let Mike know about that, so I don't have to talk him out of it.
Yep, smart.
Yep.
I mean, good move.
Yeah. I can't argue with it. Yeah, this is Strange Adventures number 216. This is actually the final issue of Deadman starring in Strange Adventures, and it ends on a bit of a cliffhanger that will not be resolved.
Oh, I mean, he doesn't like get it. This doesn't lead into Deadman #1 or something.
No.
Oh shit.
I don't. Deadman never. I could be totally wrong. I don't think Deadman's ever had an ongoing. If he did, it was canceled so quickly. But I don't think he's ever had an ongoing. He's had a. Neal Adams came back for a mini series at some point, but mainly he just kind of pops in here and there, like he kind of does in the stories.
But it also doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
What? What's wrong with? Well, I mean, it's a comic book. What doesn't make sense about him?
I mean, like his outfit, like he dies and he gets an outfit, or is that the outfit he was wearing when he died?
It's the outfit he was wearing when he dies, and that's
all right.
so. A Deadman, for people who don't know, which is probably most people, is named Boston Brand, and he was a circus performer, right? And he wears white corpse paint because he used to be in Cradle of Filth. That's why he wore that.
That band fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, I get that. I get that reference too.
Yeah, I like that. I'm glad. Wait a minute. I get the feeling Shée may not have gotten that reference.
House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah, I got it.
What?
Is that a Rob Zombie movie?
Yeah, it's a Rob Zombie movie. What does it have to do with? Okay, so corpse paint is what like black metal bands wear because they're not original.
Yeah. Well, you'd also see circus performers and stuff wear it, yeah, and which is where it's actually useful, not in Norwegian doom metal bands.
Yes. No, they're black metal. Doom metal is just like stoners.
Dude, they're all the same.
No, they're not. They're really not.
You change the tempo a little bit, and suddenly it's a different genre.
No. Doom metal is like Black Sabbath, and black metal is like this screechy. I can't like it's like death metal, but more alienating.
What was the band? Oh god, there's a band they only recorded one album. The guy is basically like slitting his wrists as he sings, and it's just like whining and screaming. It's not. There really aren't even words. Oh my god, I listened to that record. That was a tough one.
Like
Nobody knows what I'm talking about?
no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think of like doom metal, like High on Fire. That's kind of like a doom metal band.
I know, but the thing is, like you can pick like two. I can pick two hip hop bands, and they sound dramatically different, but nobody's claiming that they're completely different genres.
Oh, well, I mean, it's all rock, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
everything
actually,
is.
I bet if you looked into it, I bet there are different genres of hip hop.
There are, but people aren't. They don't get as divided about it as people do with metal. With metal,
oh yeah, true.
Everybody gets super divided, and they act like one is good and one is bad.
Yeah.
It's like it's not something. It's fine to subdivide things to make it a little easier to categorize, but people act like they're different enough that there's actually worth forming tribes about, and they're not.
Oh, I got an argument with a friend of mine who I work with who's in a death metal band, and he was.
Great.
And well, I mean,
every band is great.
It's just like there's so like in the 90s, in the 80s and 90s, there was the band Death, you know, and they sounded like that. They had the screechy, growly Cookie Monster vocals and the death metal guitars and whatnot. And then every band that came after that just ripped that off, and they're like, "Oh, we're death metal." Like, no, you just stole from Death, and then you pretended that you made it up. Fuck
Aren't
you.
we all stealing from Death in one way or another?
Aren't we? Yeah, right. Every day.
Yeah. Well, that's what
all the
Deadman's
death
doing.
all the death metal fans are gonna come after me now. Come at me, bro.
Yeah, just as soon as they finish putting on their guy liner. Yeah.
Get out of their mom's house. Fuck you.
Fuck that.
Damn.
No, I have a bunch of death metal bands I love, but whatever.
So anyway, Deadman, Dead Metal Man, he was murdered, and some sort of divine presence named Ramakrishna decided that they would let Deadman come back to life to avenge his death. But the thing is, nobody can see him, nobody can hear him unless he enters somebody's body against their will, usually, and controls their body, makes them do all kinds of fun stuff, jerks them off, things like that.
But really, he's really not dead. People can't hear or see him because he's short.
Well, yeah, if you are a man under like 5'10", yeah, you're not being seen by anybody.
Well, yeah, but Deadman has done some creepy shit before.
Yeah, well, entering people's bodies without their consent, moving them around is pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not he's a little bit of a problematic figure. We would definitely have to cancel Deadman. That
But
might
they're
actually have
bad
to be
people.
that might be the hashtag on this episode is cancel.
Hashtag cancel Deadman. Yeah, you can't cancel a dead man.
You can't.
I guess you can. Who'd they cancel recently? Who's dead that got canceled post mortem?
Oh God, wasn't there somebody recently that I'm trying to think? I keep thinking Bill Cosby, but no, that
I think
motherfucker's
Jimmy
still alive.
Savile did.
Who's Jimmy Savile?
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
He's
a hoe.
I don't even know how to begin.
Is
describing.
this a Google search for later that people can just look it up themselves?
I mean, people can. He was a presenter in England, a very, very, very famous presenter in England.
I know who
Children's presenter, adult presenter, knighted by the queen and everything. And then I think it was post-mortem, it came out that he had sexually assaulted and molested hundreds of kids.
Yeah, he was part of like a big
it was
conspiracy.
bad.
It was a conspiracy too. Like he was part of a group of people that was like a ring, like a
I don't know anything about
ring.
that, but and it's proven. Like it isn't a question. It's this is what we know, which means there's more.
So that's precedence for us canceling Deadman now.
Yeah. I mean, he's done a lot of good for us, but he's got to go. We can't.
But he's a
have this
religious
guy.
man, though. He's got a god.
He's got a god that he believes is God, but it's not. It's just
Ramakrishna.
Yeah, he believes, maybe not at this point, but at some point he
God
comes
shit,
to
though.
believe. Yeah, well, from a mortal perspective, yeah, Ramakrishna is God, but I believe in the Swamp Thing run, in Alan Moore's Swamp Thing run, someone tells somebody else, Deadman doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Like Ramakrishna isn't that big of a deal. Like, let it go, bro.
Yeah, well, let it go.
But this is a pretty badass cover.
Yep.
We're seeing we're seeing Deadman in the clutches of some sort of I don't even know what to call this.
I don't know. Look like a cobra
Long
wizard.
fingernailed Jafar.
Yeah, Jafar. That's what it looks like.
Coke wizard Jafar. Yeah.
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 But like
got that-
super coke because every nail is long.
Right. Because it's got extra
Yeah.
nostrils.
He wants to just scoop the cocaine and go.
I just don't get. I know I mentioned it last time, but I just don't get the point of the Coke nail. Like you already.
Scoop your Coke.
Yeah, but like you need. You want people to know that you like Coke so badly that you literally are never without a way of scooping Coke.
And
I don't
for a
think you
moment.
care at that point.
Yeah.
And you can use it to slash the faces of people trying to get at your Coke.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
they just don't think people notice.
Oh, we notice.
No,
Yeah, they're wrong.
I see when people have Coke.
Long fingernails on both men and women is bizarre to me. I don't know why anyone does it.
Oh, yeah. I have very long fingernails right now, but that
Why?
is kind of out of laziness.
Oh, I see. You're not like filing them down.
Well, I would have to like look
clawing out the eyes of your enemies.
look how long my fingernails are.
Fucking weird, dude. Trim your nails.
Look how long my fingernails are.
Dude, more shit women can get away with that guys can't. Gross
trimming-
fingernails.
Yeah. Keep trimming them
No,
down till
this
they
is not
bleed.
gross.
Yeah, it is.
I have been a hand model, bitch.
Oh, well,
Wait,
you're
there
not
was
now
one-
with your
wait,
gross
wasn't-
ass fingernails.
Wasn't that one time like 11 years ago?
It was one time, and it was closer to like 12 or 13.
I bet your
probably.
fingernails were
Christ.
cut short like an adult at the time. Unlike
I
now.
got paid.
Yeah.
I got paid, and my hands are posted on some dude's CD somewhere.
I get paid and I'm an idiot. What does that tell you? That's not a good argument. I got paid. Everyone gets
What?
paid.
No, but it does support my hands aren't looking terrible or anything.
I bet I bet the photos are on grossfingernails.com. And
Yo, fuck you.
Guys are
Right.
beating off to it next to
I'll put pictures of my hands on the internet. I won't do my feet. I'll do my hands.
I was thinking we should throw up some other YouTube videos, and maybe we could look at my the toys on my comic book shelf, or we could look at Shay's fingernails.
Oh, there's another group of people that are going to come to kill me. The death metal guys and the toy collector guys.
A lot of overlap. You
Yeah.
wouldn't think so, but yeah,
I doubt
a lot
it.
of the same guys.
I don't think... No. I think toys and wrestling fans are like the overlap.
I see that.
That's true. That is true.
Death metal guys, they don't like nothing but death metal. That's it. That's all they like, man. They like...
But I bet there are some death metal Funko Pops or some shit they have.
Yeah, there's a
I bet
Misfits Funko
there's
Pop, I'm sure.
at least a Cradle of Filth one. There's for sure a Cradle of Filth one.
Who's the guy dead? Is it dead that buried his clothes and then wore them?
What?
Okay, I don't know.
He buried his clothes and then wore them? That's not very metal.
Yeah, so he
just
smelled like
slovenly.
death.
You smell like dirt. If you want to smell like death, you dig up a corpse and wear the suit they were buried in. You
Maybe
gotta go
he
all
buried
out.
him in a cemetery. I don't know.
That's so stupid. It's spooky bullshit.
I'm doing this over Wi-Fi, and it's really slowing down my
Yeah,
searching. There we go.
okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there is. All right.
Wow,
There we go.
is that actually a Cradle of Filth Funko Pop? Not
It
a
looks-
Funko Pop, but a bobblehead.
Eh, close enough, dude.
That is
You know,
pretty
in real
close.
life, that dude, Danny Filth, is like 4'11".
Really?
That's awesome.
That's the Ghost dude.
Yeah,
That's
so-
not a death metal band. That's like a pop group.
Yeah, that's all kinds of stuff. Well,
Awesome, though. Awesome. Ghost is an awesome band.
I mean, his parents called him Danny Filth. Like, what did they expect?
Yeah, what do you expect? He's going to be a
What was he
fucking
gonna do?
he's gonna be a midget black metal guy.
It's like, who is it, Jimmy Urine?
Yeah, Jimmy Urine? Yeah, you're fucking your guy up.
All right, well,
Like
anyway.
Deadman. Like Deadman. What did they think he was going to grow up to be?
Yeah, you called him. Well, you called him Boston Brand. That's also a weird name. And then then you put a big D on his chest and you call him Deadman. He kind of looks like D-Man. He has the similar.
Oh, yeah.
Marvel
Yeah.
Comics D-Man.
You think when he was working at the circus, Batman was checking him out, but then he like fell to his death, and Batman just put his hat on and walked out like, oh,
Like,
no
dude,
good.
I got enough of these.
Yeah, I was about to
good.
say, he's just a bad luck charm at this point. He needs to never go to the circus again.
He's like, the first circus kid worked out so well.
Well, we mentioned this before, but originally, pre-crisis, Jason was another circus child. Jason Todd
Was
was
he?
another circus child. He was
Why-
basically
It's perfect.
Dick Grayson again. Yeah.
Their home life is a little sketchy. Just snatch that kid right up.
They don't have any expectations about a loving family.
Yeah, no.
So, like, Bruce Wayne
Circus
shows up, he's like, yeah, this seems like what a family is supposed to be. Why not?
That's
like,
not
yeah,
true. Dick's family was all with him and everything.
Yeah, well, they're
I
dead
don't know,
men
man.
too.
Like some dark shit going on at the Haley's Circus.
Yeah, right.
This book is called All This Has Gone Before, But I Still Exist. Pretty great
Yep.
title there.
That's how I feel.
Written and drawn by the great Neal Adams.
Yeah, there we go.
Pretty
Perfect.
impressive. Pretty impressive.
You're
And
the ad-
Neal Adams is not known for his writing usually, but he kind of nails it.
Yeah, this is a good one.
There's an ad directed to parents, but in a comic book for kids, which doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense.
I guess it's a mommy, buy me
I
this.
said, go on, spoil them. It's Christmas. Jeez.
Anything that's more than like $3, kids can't buy themselves. They gotta have their moms to help them out with it.
That's true. Unlike now they just grab their phones and buy shit.
Yeah,
Their
with all
Twitter Twitter phones.
microtransactions.
Yeah. They're putting $10,000 on their FIFA game.
Yeah, I gotta buy a new skin for my goalie or where the fuck you do on there.
Fuck, that game sucks.
I don't understand how a person can spend their real money on
know.
like skins or accessories for a mobile game.
I don't know. Or any game. Anything.
Or really any game, yeah. I mean, it's fine when like you buy a game and it comes with all that stuff, all that DLC. But I'm not gonna go in and buy buy an axe. Like I already have a sword.
It's a $60 game, right? And then they like add like another like $30 to $50 worth of DLCs onto it. It's like shit, dude.
It's a great scam.
What a scam. I wait till a game is $10 with everything in it.
All right, so we get a little bit of a recap of what happened last issue. Not that it helps much. I had to go and reread some other stuff to understand what the hell was going on.
Which defeats the purpose of the theme of the show, though. You're not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be supposed to be random comics without really knowing what's going on, just jumping into it and just talking about
I don't
it.
think that was ever the case. I don't think that was ever the case. Like,
That's
because
all
I
I've
mean,
been playing.
it's one thing to have a little bit of ignorance about it, but it's another thing to just sound like a fucking moron.
Yep, sound like a fucking moron.
I don't know.
It's 90% of my comedy there.
Well, it's also hard to even describe what's going on if you don't have a little bit of grounding of what's going on, a little bit of context. Mm-hmm. And plus, I knew one thing I didn't understand was how this hook guy worked into this thing. We got a guy with a hook for a hand, which, really, if there's a more insensitive name for a guy named Hook, like you can't call him Hook.
Okay. From what I gathered was that Hook is the one who killed Boston Brand?
Yes, this is true. Or at least at this point. I don't know if continuity has changed, but this was true, yes.
And does he look like Captain Hook?
No, he's just a dude with a poor... This is a guy who just, stuck his hand in a lawnmower one day, and they're going to call him Hook forever.
Oh, so he was a landscaper.
Yeah, sure, let's say that. We'll talk about ignorance.
Wait, like you saying landscapers are ignorant? Smart enough to scam people into paying them to mow their lawns. Easy job.
We're ignorant of how it came to be. We're ignorant of how he got his hand, so we're making up the background that he was a landscaper, sure.
Or lost it.
So he did kill Boston Brand, but after he killed Boston Brand, Boston's brother took over for him, and so therefore this shadowy league that hired Hook to kill Boston Brand, they thought he failed. They thought he didn't actually kill Deadman. Right? So Deadman wants to kill Hook for killing him. Meanwhile, this secret society wants to kill Hook for failing in their minds to kill Boston Brand.
What a comedy of errors.
I think what's happening is like Boston Brand dies and he's like, well, I guess I'm dead. And then the god, what was the name of the god again? Ramakrishna, played by Hank Hill. And Ramakrishna's like, oh no afterlife for you. First of all, he's like, where's Jesus? What's happening? Yeah. No Jesus here, bro. You got to go back to Earth and without a body have to kill the person that killed you. Isn't that sick?
Is this how it works for everybody? Do we all have to go back and kill?
And then God's like, yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's
right. We got to go back and kill heart disease.
He's like, nah, just you, bro. Just you.
Just like it's just for you, little bitch.
But then he's like, wait a minute. If you're a god, don't they know? Shouldn't you already know that the assassin group thinks he fucked up and they're going to kill him? I don't have to do anything. He goes, nah, you still got to go.
I got to get my kicks, bro.
I'm just going to try it out. See what you do.
Ramakrishna is kind of a dick to Deadman through this. We'll see they have an encounter later. And
I'd imagine all gods would be, right?
Well, you're so beneath them.
Yeah, like what the fuck cares? God, you're just having a good time with the mortals.
Yeah, fuck mortals.
Yeah, fuck mortals.
I'm 1 billion years old.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like, dude, you have any idea the things I've seen?
I exist in 5 dimensions.
Yeah,
how many dimensions did you exist in? 3, you pussy-ass bitch?
Barely
3-dimensional cuck bitch?
all the gods have West Coast gangsta attitudes. That is true.
So dumb.
So this league, which I think they're going to be eventually tied with the League of Assassins, but I think right now they're just called the Society of Assassins. Oh, wait,
Society
of Assassins.
I'm glad you clarified, because I definitely thought he was talking about the Justice Society and he was part of it somehow.
Dude, there's a fuck ton of societies in DC Comics.
Yeah.
There's how many assassin groups are there?
There's a lot. Well, there's a lot of it only follows if you've got a lot of heroes and superheroes running around, you're gonna have a lot of assassins.
You know what I mean? But there's all these secret groups of killers in the DC universe. There's a lot.
There's a lot in the real world, and we don't even have Superman.
I guess that's true. I guess that's true for every army.
Yeah, it's the army. And just think about it. If you added a bunch of superheroes into the mix and supervillains and cosmic gods and everything, yeah, you're going to have assassin leagues popping up left and right.
In DC Comics, though, they're all in Asia. They're all ancient, right? They're these ancient assassin groups.
Not true, but sure.
Who are there? There's Ra's al Ghul's group, which is
League of Assassins.
League of Assassins or the Society? I remember because the animated series, they called it the Society of Shadows.
I'm going to just mentally hit the button again because I think we're going to be saying society a lot.
Yeah.
I would say the Black Glove as well, but the Court of Owls. Court of Owls.
Yeah, Court of Owls. There's DC's version of.
They're not Asian.
There's the Injustice Society.
Yeah, there's the DC's version of Cobra.
Who is that?
They're just called Cobra.
Okay.
They had their own version of Cobra that was just like the G.I. Joe Cobra.
Well, especially in the 70s, like there was a big emphasis on sort of globetrotting, and so yeah, you'd run into a lot of assassin leagues throughout the world.
Right? That's why I don't travel. All those fucking assassin leagues.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're crawling out of the woodwork. And this one is led by the sensei.
Yeah, that's right.
Who will later turn out to be Ra's al Ghul's father. We'll find out.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Well.
No.
That's Ra's al Ghul's dad. Yeah.
How come he's still alive? What's his deal?
No, that's Damian Wayne's
Papa?
great grandfather.
That's his peepaw.
That's his peepaw.
His peepaw. Yeah.
That's what Shée called her granddad in Georgia.
Okay, let's back up here.
Is that peepaw coming up the road there, little Shée? Peepaw! You run up to him in your little fucking dress.
Okay, that did happen, but it wasn't in Georgia. It was in Kentucky, and it was
bad.
Papa, not Peepaw.
I was so close.
You were very close.
My condescending bit was so accurate.
Yeah, it was Mama and Papa.
So fucking southern. Damn.
They were wonderful.
I bet.
He was a Freemason.
Oh, speaking of secret societies,
Yeah,
Mason.
don't
that's
hit
why
that
I
button.
mentioned.
Don't do it.
No, yeah, I can't.
Retire it.
I'm gonna break that button.
Because then YouTube's going to be like, every image is going to be just like Pee-wee.
Just do
looking
one
sad.
at the end.
Can't do that. Yeah, we'll see if we're gonna remember. Yeah. So this is the sensei. Both Ra's al Ghul and Sensei were created or co-created by Neal Adams. Sensei and Ra's seem to hate each other. It seems about right on account of how awful dads are.
It
Yeah.
doesn't fucking matter at that point. You've both been alive for so long and had so many kids. Like, you can
Yeah,
not
who
get
gives a
along
shit?
with some of them.
Yeah. Why would I? I mean, I don't know how many kids the Sensei had. Maybe that's the one kid he had was Ra's al Ghul.
Because Ra's al
Neal
Ghul
did-
is like his disappointing hippie son that only cares about the environment. I don't want to
Well,
do
how
what
many-
you do, Dad.
How many kids does Vandal have?
Vandal Savage. Oh, that guy was a caveman. He's had
That guy's sick.
thousands. Yeah, you know
Okay.
he's been.
I
all
love
up
that
and
dude.
everything.
That's one of my favorite DC Comics characters.
That guy laid pipe all throughout history.
Fuck yeah, he did.
Like these guys are old, but that guy is ancient.
He started the Pipe Layers Union.
It eventually became the Freemasons. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
laying
the origin of
pipe.
that society. Laying pipe all throughout history.
That's so crude. That's a crude way of putting like having sex. Laying pipe.
Says two fucking dudes that use the word hog.
Yeah.
Did I? When did I say that?
You
Probably
both use
always.
it. You guys both use
Because
it.
it makes you uncomfortable, and that's
It
the
makes me
intention.
so uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, because girls like fat hogs.
Oh, fuck. It just.
They don't want it to be banging into the cervix. They want it to be
Gonna
fucking
make me
thick.
be kosher. Jesus.
You like it all vinegary and thick and around the middle.
What the
yeah.
fuck?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vinegary.
After a hot day of work.
All
you're
that sweat,
coming home.
gets that sort of vinegary taste. Yeah.
The fuck?
Clean
I know
me
what's
off,
going on down
baby.
there.
What is. I have so many questions.
Have you no sense of decency, sir?
No, this
Apparently
is our
not.
this is our memorial episode for
Yeah.
Neal
Well,
Adams.
you
And
know,
we're talking about vinegar dick.
I know I can't steer it into something respectable, so this is the
Nope.
closest we can come.
Nope, not as long as I'm
See,
still
we're
breathing.
crude.
Yeah. No, I'd have my serious podcast off on the side that you guys don't know about. Do my
I've been waiting for the
real
day where
trivia
you're telling me like, Mike, I've decided to do a serious discussing podcast, and I can't do this crude monstrosity that you make me do.
I very much wanted to do a serious discussion podcast,
Nope.
but that window closed.
Nope, you're a goofball.
Oh, God, I can be. See, that's the thing. It's like nowadays you can be a goofball and serious. Like you can do both of those things.
Well, not with me. You can't.
Get you a podcast host that can do both.
Yeah,
There you go.
Get you a podcast host that looks at you like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, the sensei's pretty mad about this thing because it's not going the way he expected. He didn't manage to have his guy kill Boston Brand.
I mean,
knowledge.
can you imagine how long he's been bald too? I imagine he's mad about that.
Yeah, well, maybe he gets zen about it eventually, like Larry David.
You don't.
I
You
mean,
don't.
Larry David seems
Larry
pretty
David
relaxed about
don't.
the bald thing.
No.
Of all
It's
the
only
things that
good.
bother
He only
him.
likes it because it helps him with his bits. Just looking the way he does.
I mean, you have to imagine if Larry David, who's worth God knows how many millions of dollars, he can't get hair back on his head.
Nope.
Like,
Nope.
what hope is there for anyone?
No, none.
It's crazy that we still have eyeglasses and bald heads.
Yep. It's two stupid things you'd think they would have fixed by now.
Well, we did. In fairness, we did fix the eye thing. We
Both
already
fixed by
took care
stem
of that.
cells. Both.
Yeah, but we can't because of Puritan bullshit.
Is it even the case anymore? I thought it was because the health insurance industry doesn't want cures.
I mean,
I thought that's why they hide all that shit. Because it's a well-known secret. That's why they do that shit.
well, I'm not going to say that the pharmaceutical companies are not the devil, not the cartoon devil that scared Mike as a child. Of course, that's true. But at the same time, like, you can't hold back medical breakthroughs forever. Like, eventually, most doctors are honest. Most doctors genuinely want to help people. And so if they know this is out there, like I worked at a medical conference a few years ago with a bunch of doctors, and there was a whole week of talking about stem cells. And these doctors were pissed off that they weren't allowed to just hand out stem cells every fucking day.
Yeah, well, but what came of that? Nothing.
I don't know. I actually haven't looked into it lately. Maybe there's been some
we
progress.
started addressing the opioid crisis finally.
Did we? Is that fixed?
No, it's just as bad as it was.
I don't know. I haven't heard about it lately.
I
think
didn't
it's
say
probably
we
better.
fixed it. I said we started addressing it finally.
I know once people started talking about it being a real bad thing, we just pulled out of Afghanistan.
Remember when we were all about bullying? We were going to stop that. We
Yeah,
lost interest in
WWE
that real
tried.
quick. Yeah, we tried for 6 months, and then we got
And
kind
then
of
Trump
bored.
became president, and then it became cool again.
No, that's why it wasn't a big deal anymore, because we all became best, or whatever the fucking slogan was.
Became
was
based?
that? We all became based. I would have liked the Bidens if they would have followed up. What was it, Jill Biden? If she would have followed up the Trump be best thing with be based, that would have been
Yeah,
great.
be based. Yeah, right.
Yeah, be
they're
based.
not
They're
based.
not.
I want to
Bidens
know.
are
I
not
want be
based.
bester.
Yeah, be best roar. No,
Isn't that Arthur's
no.
best
Be
friend?
bestest. That's Buster.
No, that's Buster. How do I
Buster?
know that?
I don't
Arthur?
know. I was about to ask.
What the fuck are you talking about? Is this
From
some
Arthur.
weird
Arthur.
shit?
From Arthur, you know. And I say,
cartoon?
hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
What is this? Arthur? Is he? Was he
Yeah.
the aardvark or antelope?
Yeah.
or whatever it was?
Yeah, he's the hard one.
yeah.
I never saw it. I only saw pictures of him through the windows of. I
Well, it
just
was a
saw
book
him.
too.
Okay, I didn't know him. I only saw him through the windows of more well-adjusted children on their TVs.
I know it
Never
from all the memes.
Oh, yeah. It's some good memes.
Yeah, I was about to say because I think it might be too. I think it might be for the generation. I just barely was the right age for it. I think.
Right.
I held on
So-
to cartoons that I aged out of way too long. I still love cartoons.
I mean, so do I. But the only reason I remember watching a lot of these is because my siblings are very much younger than me, so
Right.
just kid TV never stopped.
Oh, because you got pregnant in high school and you
Yeah.
your parents raised them for you. This is my sister.
Your angry Southern family.
And they're like, we'll send you to your aunts and you give birth and then we'll say it's ours.
It just wouldn't look good. Shit.
That's how it used to be.
People
Yeah.
just grew up not knowing who their parents were.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I mean, that's true.
It just wouldn't be proper.
Fairly true now.
Yeah.
How come every time I do the voice, I also have to wave myself, like fan myself, like I have the vapors? Like, no, you can't hear that.
No, that's the bit though. It helps you get into character.
Oh, yeah. I'm the method acting. I'm Jared Littoing this whole thing.
Yeah, I would have been a great fat Southern guy.
Yeah.
It's not too late,
It's
Mike.
not. Yeah, exactly. It's not too late.
No, because
There's
then I'll
plenty
be
of
like, I'll be
plenty of
doing
farmland out there.
I'll never get the voice. You gotta be raised with that.
Nah.
That New Orleans.
Just when you
kinda
retire,
Alabama
move
voice.
down there and get fat and
Oof.
sassy.
Get fat? I don't think I can get fat at this point in my life because my dad, all he eats is cookies, and he is the smallest, skinniest, frailest man you've ever seen.
Yeah, he's on my diet.
Hey, he's got a tapeworm.
He's on the Shée diet. Oh, you're like that too, Shée. You're super skinny and small.
Oh, Shée definitely.
And I live
has
on
a
cookies.
tapeworm. Yeah, she definitely has a tapeworm. Absolutely. Shée absolutely does.
I
seen it.
eat a slice of pizza
Gross.
and I feel a little belly.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I put on weight real easy.
That's a shame. That's a Chandra.
I know.
Anyway, let's continue on the first page here.
yeah.
So Deadman tries to enter the body of the sensei because he doesn't want the sensei to kill Hook because he wants to do that shit, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think she's trying to stop it now because he feels
Yeah.
that murder, there's no justice in that. So now he's trying to save his life.
Yeah, no
Okay,
justice.
No justice, no peace. Got it.
Yeah.
But he can't jump into Sensei's body. Sensei won't allow it. He's too powerful.
He's too fucking powerful, dude. He knows all about ghosts and shit.
Yeah, he actually later on, when other people tell him that like they had some encounter some sort of weird mystical creature, it could have been Deadman, and he's like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense.
You think when he died and Ramakrishna put the D on his costume, he's like, what's that stand for, Deadman? He goes, stands for dumb, bro. And he high fives the other gods.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Gods
Roasted
are
him.
assholes.
Yeah, of course they are.
Fucking, it's just a nonstop Friars Club roast with the fucking gods.
Dude, Zeus would turn into geese to have sex with people.
Yeah. He would turn into lots of animals to have sex with people.
Fucking based.
Did not give a shit. So, what the hell is happening here?
I don't know.
Wonderful artwork. So the sensei opens a trap door so that the hook falls through to his death, right? Does he die?
Yeah.
He lands in some water? Dies?
There's a reason to be a homeowner right there.
To install a death trap?
Yep.
Sure.
You know,
In my
instead of renting apartments where you live in a death trap.
Yeah, in my house in Detroit, first of all, I recently found out that my house had a lot of weird architectural things not line up correctly. It turns out because it was my great-great-grandfather who built it himself, and he fucked it up. So like, things didn't line up right inside the house.
Wait a minute, your house has been in your family for that many generations?
I guess so. I recently found that out. I mean, the house, it looks like a dilapidated shack now. Like it may have been destroyed by now, but it definitely looked like it was ready to be condemned and have a wrecking ball go through it last time I saw it. Yeah.
The old couple who lived across the street from me where I grew up, they built their own home, and they didn't have a septic tank. Instead, there was just a hose that went out to the woods.
God, old people in the past were so fucking stupid.
I know,
The
right?
dumb shit they would do. Hire a contractor, bro. God damn.
Yeah. Fucking weird.
We had a trap door in my house, but it only went up. It was for when you locked your dumb ass out of the house and you could sneak around the back, go through the crawl space, and pop up through the closet in my parents' house, in my parents' room.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
We had a couple other things like that. We had a couple things that opened up and slid open and had fucking. It was just various places my father hid his pot. That's really all it was.
Yep, I was just going to say moonshine.
It was pot.
But that's Shea's family.
It was pot, it was guns, and it was like an envelope with a couple $100 of cash.
Fucking sick, dude. Your dad's awesome.
Yeah, weird as shit. Weird as shit.
I had a guy I work with came up to me and goes, bro, I got $5,000 in a safe in my house. I'm like, okay.
I have a forklift that can pick up that safe.
It's like a weird brag. It's like, okay.
Yeah, people do like to brag about relatively small accomplishments, and it makes it very uncomfortable.
Accomplishments?
Yeah, like saying the word accomplishment. So, then we have Deadman doing his old man orgasm face. Looks fucking awesome.
Right. That's not his actual face. Is that a mask? Because we did a comic where it was like a mask.
Now, I have always operated under the assumption that this is his face. In fact,
he's a ghost.
He's a ghost. In fact, in Kingdom Come, when we see him in Kingdom Come in the future, he has just kind of deteriorated to a skeleton. So, no reason to think he was wearing a mask. We read Christmas with the Superheroes years ago, and he fucking took that off and just had a normal human dude's face underneath.
But what about his chest and shit? Is he wearing like a rubber white guy suit?
I think that was just a one-off
makeup?
crazy.
Yeah, makeup.
No,
like,
I say it's his body. I say it's his body. That was fucking weird.
I think he's a ghost. He's got a ghost body who's shredded.
Yeah, he's a ghost man. Yeah, and he looks great. I mean, because he's floating around all the time. He's burning calories. Yeah, he looks great.
There are no calories.
Another thing I like about Deadman is that he's often like floating with his legs crossed. This motherfucker knows how to relax. He doesn't want to be walking anywhere.
Well, he even says that he's not affected by gravity, so he just floats around.
Yeah, he's having a great time. I don't know what's so wrong about this. What's the problem, Deadman?
I would like it, but I live a very solitary life.
Yeah. All the sexual assault you could commit and never get caught.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't mean like
Damn.
that.
I mean, if you're Deadman...
I guess you could just enter into a dude mid-pump.
Would it be that bad? Would it be that bad if you jumped in for just like?
Yes, it would be that bad. That's the issue with Wonder Woman 2.
What if you're just riding? Like, you're just riding along.
She raped that dude.
She did rape that dude. That was fucked up.
That was fucked.
That movie sucked.
What if you jumped in and you're not controlling anything? You're just going through the motions that the dude was already having going. Is that okay?
No.
What if Deadman doesn't have his game and
She didn't consent to fucking you. She consented to fucking the other guy.
And he fucks as soon as he enters the guy, he like fucks the rhythm up, and she immediately knows like, what's your problem, dude?
Oh yeah, it's rhythm's all out of phase. That'd be a good way to get back at your enemies.
Right. He's like fucking up Jesse's rhythm.
Okay, Shée, you're right that she didn't give consent, but maybe had she known about Deadman, she would have.
What if you
maybe isn't enough?
What if you enter into a body of a guy who's just jacking off?
Yeah.
What's that? Is that bad?
What if you're just you're helping him out?
Theory, is he then jacking off Deadman? Because then we still have consent issues here. He didn't consent to putting his hand on his dick.
Can he just take over the top half of the body?
Right, or just
and the bottom
dick?
half?
What if if it's just the bottom half?
I mean,
Same issue.
Really got to get to the bottom of this.
What if he possesses the guy's prostate?
Right.
Why doesn't he just ask the dude beforehand?
Because the guy can't hear
he
him.
can't. Nobody
Guy
can
can't
hear him
hear him.
except only like mystical people like Zatanna can hear him.
Right.
I don't know. This is like a ghost thing, all right? We got to get a Whoopi Goldberg in here to fix it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we would be able to hear her because she'd be farting so much.
We're not getting any advice from Whoopi Goldberg. We've established that she is not a good source.
She'd just be ripping ass on the show the entire time.
She's a problem. She's a problem.
James is like throwing his headphones on. I can't edit this out. This is uncontrollable.
God damn it. She's not even on her own track.
Now that I learned that about her, that she's a known farter,
Stupid.
she looks like she would be farting all the time. She looks like a flatulent woman.
Back in the fucking 1930s or whatever she was coming up, that was the big joke. That was the joke everybody had.
It still is.
That joke has persisted. Nevertheless, she persisted.
There's like Sumerian cuneiform that has jokes about farting.
That actually is true. And there was a Beethoven that wrote it into some of his compositions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah, people like farts, bro. They're funny.
They do.
You know what? I tell you what, it's ironic because the only person who made them not funny is Whoopi Goldberg.
She almost ruined it for us. She almost
Very,
collapsed.
very, very unfunny, unbased person.
Yeah, almost collapsed the comedy industry.
Is she funny? Have you guys ever heard her
I
stand up
have
before?
never heard her stand up. No.
It's probably good,
awful.
right? It's probably good.
No, it's probably bad.
I bet it's good. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, she was inducted into the Friars Club.
Yeah.
She's an honorary friar?
All
I thought
right,
it could only
cool.
be dudes.
No, I don't know. Maybe she farted
No, because
enough.
there's a whole big deal because it was when she was
special
still with Ted
exception.
Danson and he hosted it in blackface.
Oh, God.
Holy shit!
Oh,
Why do I
forgot
not know
that.
about this stuff?
Oh, my God.
I'm pretty sure there's pictures if you want to
there,
Google.
there are pictures.
Well, great.
Oh,
'Cause I'm gonna need a new Twitter profile photo.
No, I
forgot about
regret
this.
it.
Ted Danson in blackface? Fuck yeah!
This was one of those things that I saw as a kid, and it was a huge controversy, and I was too young to really understand what the hell was going on.
Oh,
Jesus, that's sad.
that is
That is
pretty
disappointing.
Sambo.
That is bad. I like Ted Danson, but man,
Why did he do that?
I'm assuming Whoopi Goldberg like told him it would be fine as a joke just to see if he would do it.
I
and
know
then did it.
I know she was in on it and okayed it or whatever. Like
Maybe he pissed her off, and she
Whoopi
was like, "Yeah,
Goldberg-
dude, it'll be
yeah.
funny."
Whoopi Goldberg is not the representative of all black people. She doesn't get to say what the community believes.
I don't know. That's fucking horrible, dude.
That is awful. Let's not look at this anymore. I don't know.
Nah, let's move on.
Yeah,
let's
that's
move
sad.
on.
So, all right. So apparently Hook dies. Maybe I don't know. We don't seem to care anymore.
Nope.
And then Deadman, Deadman's just kind of hanging out, looking for something else to do, and he sees this dude that I guess he had seen before, Vashnu. And Vashnu is apologizing to Ramakrishna for not getting this scroll, not reading this scroll in time, or delivering this scroll, right? He's got a
Yes.
scroll, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he was accosted by a guy named Willie Smith.
Yeah, Willie Smith
more
slapping
about-
Chris Rock.
Just
Willie
bringing
Smith in a
dread
bit.
into the hearts of millions.
So we finally get to see what's on this scroll, and it mentions a mystical place called Nanda Parbat that apparently has some sort of connection to Ramakrishna.
Yeah, that's where Ramakrishna hangs out.
Yeah, Ramakrishna just hangs out there getting super fucking baked.
He's getting baked all day.
Yeah,
bringing dead guys back to life as ghosts.
Based and baked.
Yes.
So, yes. So, in order to protect Vashnu, Deadman kind of jumps into the bodies of these assassins who are now trying to kill him for some undisclosed reason. Mm-hmm. And Deadman just has them fight each other. This is an acceptable use of his powers.
Yep, there you go. I got no problem with this.
Yeah, jumping into bodies, making one guy punch the other guy, and then jumping into the other guy and kicking the other guy in the nuts. That's
And then
great.
he made the guy he's in like just grab his own gun and crack himself in the dome with
he
it.
does. He cracks himself on the skull with his own gun.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
And Deadman's just laughing, having fun.
Deadman throws his head back. See, I don't understand why Deadman feels so tortured. It looks like he's having a great time.
He is. He said, I would enjoy it. I would enjoy all of this.
Yeah, the only problem is like nobody knows that it was you. Like you never get any credit for anything.
I don't care as long as I'm having fun.
I don't want that credit.
Well, no, because you can control their voice, so you can tell them it was you.
Oh yeah, I'm Deadman.
This is Deadman speaking.
You say, "I possessed your friend," and then you eye poke him, Three Stooges style.
Yeah, it's great. And if you got another dead man who could occupy the other person's body, you could do kind of like a live action Rock'em Sock'em Robots thing with your two guys.
Here's my pitch for a Deadman movie. All right,
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of Three Stooges gags, and Deadman will be played by Jack Black,
Yes. He never got to play Green Lantern like he wanted to.
and he's going to be fat as shit.
Yeah. He's probably gonna die soon. He can't. Be
No, he's not going to die.
I think Jack Black would be a better Plastic Man.
Oh yeah, still fat as shit though.
Yeah.
I'm not budging on that.
Yeah, he's got to put on. He's got to hit the 300 for sure.
He's keeping that COVID weight. Fuck that. I want a big fat dude.
I did a very good job keeping that COVID weight off. I don't
I
know
lost
what people are
weight.
Talking about. Yeah.
I got
yeah.
much skinnier during COVID.
Just slept all day. Forgot to eat. You're sleeping 18 hours a day. You will lose weight. So Deadman decides to follow this car that's going to go to Nanda Parbat, I guess, you know?
Yep, just gonna drive all the way there up the mountain.
So these two guys that Deadman had beat each other up, they go to Sensei. They go, dude, it wasn't our fault. Something made us beat each other up. And Sensei goes, oh, yeah, that sounds like Deadman. This makes total
I
sense.
bet it was a ghost from Nanda Parbat, those fuckers. Yeah. And Deadman's in the room with these guys.
Deadman, I would be worried I would hear a lot of things about myself that people say when I'm not in the room.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of is.
Yeah, like, dude, people shit talk me all the time.
Because they're just like, you're not going to believe this, boss, but like, we just beat the shit out of each other. Like, we weren't in control. He goes, I totally believe you. They're like, what? Really? He goes, yep.
Yeah, it's probably Deadman, that fucking cuck.
Probably Deadman, right? More like Dumb Man.
Yeah. Oh, and then they all laugh. They have a good time about it. Oh,
and Ramakrishna's there. They high five.
Oh, assholes.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
he's got this assassin who's basically just like a Nazi, and
right.
He's just like, all right, I'm gonna send you to Nanda Parbat to kill everybody there, and that'll show him, right?
Yeah, and this is Willie Smith, and
is he really Willie Smith? I thought it'd be like Hans Wiener Dog or whatever.
I don't know that he's necessarily like a German assassin Nazi guy. I think
he looks like one though. He's drawn like one.
He's drawn like one. No, but his name's Willie Smith. I think we met him a couple issues earlier, and if you don't know his origin, he got in one little fight, and Deadman got scared. And so he said he's going to Nanda Parbat to study with the sensei.
I just like, yeah, he looks like he's going to think about things in this voice and be like, oh, I'm very superior. And he has a monocle.
But you know what? He looks like that. But then when we see him up close in another panel, he just looks like a nerd with some glasses on or something.
He looks like Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It looks like the Colbert Report. Yeah.
Yeah, see, he gets as soon as he left the report, he got less and less funny every year until finally he became an assassin.
No, I don't. I haven't checked in a couple of years for sure.
Every time I go home and visit my folks, they still watch like late evening, like comedy talk shows.
Yeah, those shows are dead.
And they'll put on Stephen Colbert, and I'll be like, "Fuck, dude," I'd be embarrassed.
I don't know, man. I haven't watched it, but good for him. Like,
those shows are for boomers.
Yeah, the Colbert Report was classic though. One of the greatest shows ever. One of the goats, just like Neal Adams.
Yeah, there we go. We love Neal Adams here at Dark Side's Couch. Personal friend of the show.
Dude, the guy did so. And this is, looking at this, like, this was in 1969. This was 11 months after the Batman 66 show ended. This was not what comic books looked like.
It looks like an 80s comic.
Yeah, it looks great because 80s comics were imitating Neal Adams, basically.
Like I can't believe how detailed the artwork is, considering this is
super
1969. Like, it was very ahead of its time.
He didn't have to do this shit. Like, he could have phoned this in.
Sure could have.
Lots of shadowing.
Lots of great shadows, lots of great facial expressions. The anatomy is awesome. It's fantastic.
You could tell people apart.
Yeah,
People
it's
have
fucking
feet?
Storyers when it's fucking
People
9
have
robots
feet.
all look the same. People have
Look
feet.
at that. Dude, feet in the comics is like the Egyptian pyramids, and like Rob Liefeld's like, I have no idea how they did that.
Couldn't figure it out. Feet are usually the most simplistic in comics. I mentioned like people just kind of just do a little triangle and call it a day.
They call it a day.
I guess it's not exciting. Like fists, hands have fists, and faces have, their own musculature and everything. A foot is just a foot. Unless you're
I
Quentin
don't know.
Tarantino, who gives a shit?
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino just put him in his mouth.
Yeah, he's just making foot-based comic books.
I don't understand. Like, when you're sexually attracted to feet, are you fucking the feet? Are
I
you
don't
putting the
know.
feet together and like fucking the gap between like where the heel and the rest of the foot is? Like, what are you doing?
Know. I think most mainstream like major fetishes, your mom and pop meat and potato fetishes, I understand it. That one I don't get. It's cool, whatever, but you never hurt anybody. But
Yeah,
I just don't understand it. So if you got any foot fetishists listening, why don't you let us know what it is about the foot?
That's the one you can't believe in, though? Not like the people that are into like scatological stuff?
Yeah, it's an unbelievable, strange adventure.
Scatological?
I can't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
I refuse. Yeah, like this comic. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. It cannot be believed.
Attracted to feet. Unbelievable. I bet we have at least one listener who like is really into feet.
I think it's a pretty prominent fetish.
There's
People
got
don't
to
talk
be
about it
like
openly.
at least one.
Sure.
I know
And that's
at least
cool.
of one person, and they didn't fuck the feet.
What do they do? Just sniff it like a weirdo and beat off?
Like, touch it? Yeah.
Fucking weird, dude.
I guess. I mean, it can't grip back. Is that why? Because it's like you can grip it and it can't grip you back.
Or they
Like
want to be
a
like
hand?
have the foot pressed
No.
against their face, like a hot mommy,
that'd
Stop
be
me,
fun.
mommy.
That might be fun. Actually, now I mentioned
Yeah,
that.
get you a big ass Amazon woman just putting her weight on your head with her feet.
Oh yeah, you're worried your head's gonna pop like a grape. Yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of fun. I can see
She's
that.
German too.
Yeah, I'm coming around to that. That makes a lot of sense actually.
What if I made her Russian? Then you'd really come around.
I'd come around. I'd come underneath. I'd come right in the middle.
Come right between the 2 feet.
So Deadman hops in a plane with Willie Smith, and
Wouldn't the plane go at a high speed and he would just like it would go without him because he's not like in the plane. He just like gravity doesn't
noticed this
affect
too.
him, so momentum doesn't affect him either.
I'm guessing that he has the ability to kind of like go with it, like maybe solidify himself enough that he can be. I don't know. It is weird. It's weird
Comic
that-
book physics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
comic book physics. Just don't think about it, Mike. Shut up.
Yeah, no,
A wizard
I
did
thought
it.
of it. Yeah, a wizard did it. Ramakrishna did it.
Ramakrishna did it. The fucking Cobra wizard dude loves
Yeah,
coke.
just whatever. Whenever it's going to work out best for Ramakrishna, that's what happens.
Yeah, whatever's good for Ramakrishna is good for you, dead man.
That's what's going to happen. Let me tell you how it's going to go, dead man.
You're gonna do all this shit for me.
When I get my jollies, that's what's going to happen.
You're gonna bring me the prettiest feet.
Ramakrishna's smoking a big stogie.
I want the biggest, stinkiest feet you can find. That's why I brought you back.
Ramakrishna has Tarantino's face.
You're gonna possess people with big ass feet. You're gonna bring them to Nanda Parbat. I'm gonna fuck those feet. You're gonna send them back and give me some different feet.
That's what Rama Mama likes.
Mama.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking awesome, dude.
So they start making their way towards Nanda Parbat, but they're going to actually try and nuke it for some reason. They don't want the transcendence that comes with Nanda Parbat.
No, they ain't down. Well, that's like anything in like today's world. Anything nice is going to destroy or suppress.
That's why there are all those yoga studio bombings.
What the fuck?
Let
Really?
people rest. No, nobody's bombing yoga studios.
Someone called DDP. Let them know. Let them warn them.
We don't know what Joe Biden's planning after his weird disinformation campaign he wants to do. A weird
Joe
shit.
Biden ain't planning shit. He's getting a phone call at the end of every evening. The Illuminati's on the other end. They're going, "Good job, Joe."
Hey, let's start a disinformation ministry, like George W. Bush wanted to do.
What? Maybe I'm ignorant of what you're talking about. What do you,
Yeah,
what
Joe
do you
Biden.
mean?
I didn't read enough about it because it kind of bummed me out. But yeah, Joe Biden wanted to start like let's see. Let's get a quick.
So, yeah, I think you need to tell me what's going on now because like
That's just propaganda.
I'm pretty down on Joe Biden already.
Mary Poppins of disinformation, the perfect nanny to tidy up the mess. He basically wanted to establish a ministry of truth. which is basically going to be a propaganda.
Oh, it's actually there you go. There it's on. No shit.
Under fire. Joe Biden under fire for dystopian disinformation bureau plans to flag disinformation, which at its core it makes sense, but really it's just going to be a propaganda wing.
Well, they just want to take some heat off of the CIA because that's all they do.
George W. Bush wanted to do the same thing.
Yeah, once again, George W. Bush didn't want to do shit. He wanted to have a drink and play some baseball.
Look, dude, you're right. Play some baseball.
He loved baseball.
Yeah, he owned that team.
Yeah, he owned that team. That was his dream.
Own a team?
Yeah, he owned a minor league baseball team.
Oh, minor league.
He was like an okay guy. Being a part of politics was the worst thing he could have done. Because before that, he was all right.
Turd. No,
has this. He's just this goony idiot that got this guy would be the perfect scapegoat for all of Dick Cheney's evil.
That guy, he could have been a good man. He chose to be a piece of shit.
They should. Well, he just did. I mean, your dad's like the scariest man in the world. You do what he says.
No, I'm not buying it, man. He was in the driver's seat.
There's a great conspiracy theory that George W. Bush and Ted Bundy were switched out for each other because they look so much alike.
That's funny. George Bush's grandfather
Prescott
was part of that conspiracy to take over America using the military.
There's also a conspiracy that Joe Biden is being played by several people, including Jim Carrey.
Fucking sick, dude.
And I read one comment from some QAnon person that said that it was actually Jim Carrey that day that Joe Biden couldn't walk up the ramp and he kept tripping. And it's that was Jim Carrey, and he was kind of clowning it up for people like that. That's what would happen. The government hires you to pose as the president in the greatest conspiracy of all time, and you're going to just clown it up a little bit to make people laugh.
I think that it's just like they found this old man whose only goal was, I'm going to be the president one day, and that's all. And once that happened, he stopped giving two shits.
Good news, Joe. Your dream's coming true.
You did it, Joe.
Ramakrishna's going to make it happen for you.
Yeah, Ramakrishna. Yeah, he died, and they brought his ass back.
Ramakrishna got bored with Deadman and decided, what can I do next? Oh, fucking Joe Biden. This is going to be hilarious.
Bring back this corpse from 10 years ago.
This is going to be great. Put him in a costume with a big fucking D on it.
Yeah, for dickhead. I guess Democrat would work too.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. So Deadman jumps into Willie Smith's body because he doesn't want to.
No, he doesn't.
No, he jumps into the pilot's body.
He jumps into the pilot, puts in autopilot, goes in the back, and then he just slugs him. He's like, "Hey, man, what the fuck's your problem?"
And now here, we see that Willie Smith is just like a nerd with some glasses.
Yeah, right. Played by Stephen Colbert.
Yeah. And so he decides to kick Willie Smith's ass. Then he jumps into Willie Smith, makes Willie Smith shoot out the window of the plane, which then just vacuum pulls Willie Smith out the window.
Yeah, and Deadman doesn't realize that's going to happen either.
Yeah, no.
So anyway, Willie Smith flies out the window of this plane. Deadman kind of just lets it go.
They're above the clouds. That's why there's no pressure in the plane. Like when they shot the window, you got sucked out. They're in what sphere are they in? They're in the stratosphere. They're pretty high up.
They're pretty up there. And so Deadman's like, "Whoa, I must be above Nanda Parbat. I'll just kind of float myself down there, right?"
Well, killed this guy.
Oopsie doodle.
Whoopsies.
He does. He leaves the pilot in the plane to, I guess, just clean up this mess.
Yep, he's just gonna wake up not realizing what happened. Why wouldn't he get sucked out of the plane too, though?
Nah, he's far enough away from the window.
Right.
I don't know. He's a pilot. He knows what to do. He can handle himself.
He knows what to do.
So
Deadman he's like, "Oh shit, I blacked out again."
Deadman decides to float down to Nanda Parbat, but as he's doing it, he actually gains gravity, and he actually falls, and he breaks his face.
Yeah, and dies again.
Yeah, he dies again. He looks like he bent his index finger back all the way back, and that really fucking hurts when you do that.
Oof, yeah, that's bad.
And we've got a great up close shot of Deadman's face. Oh my god, this looks great. I want this tattooed on my face.
And he can feel and he can touch, and so he's grabbing dirt and just rubbing it all over his body.
It looks like an image from The Filth.
Oh yeah. The Filth when he's digging through the manure. Yeah. What am I supposed to do with this?
He's like, "I'm solid. I can take off this stupid red outfit now." And he sees his face in the mirror and goes, "What the fuck? Where's my normal face? Why do I look this way?
Is this a mask?"
The fuck? Was he bald when he was alive?
No, well, when we saw him take off the mask in that Christmas book, he had hair.
Look
Full
up
head of hair.
look up DC Comics Deadman alive.
Well, I'm just gonna look up Boston Brand. That's a lot of
Oh, that's a lot easier, yeah.
Boston Brand.
So like, what happened to it?
I mean, he's a
Oh,
dying
yeah, I guess,
man.
yeah,
Like,
I guess
hair's
he
not
had
gonna grow,
hair,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, your hair's not gonna keep growing after.
It's
you're
just weird.
dead.
Like his hair,
Actually,
his hair
will.
didn't go with him to the afterlife.
Well, I mean, you're basically becoming a corpse. Like he's in a transitory stage. You don't get to
Well,
keep your
corpses
hair
have
forever after
hair.
death for a while, and then they
He's
don't.
still well. He's just a bald guy with a white skin and muscles. So he's basically me.
Ramakrishna thought this would be funnier this way. I don't know, man.
Here we go. There's my Halloween costume for next year. I'll be Deadman.
You'd be
Yeah.
Deadman with that big '70s high collar.
This guy shaved my chest.
And get some white body paint.
Oh, and I'm pretty fucking white, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
fine.
I may not need to do that.
Yeah, you may need to actually darken it up. Get some of that Ted Danson blackface and darken it up. I'm not gonna do it.
That's so fucking sick, dude. Ted Danson's so fucked up. That's crazy.
No, I don't think he's fucked up. I think he made a stupid mistake. He had a
Good
black
for him.
girlfriend.
Like he's made like a bunch of shows everyone really likes. So I guess it
Yeah.
all worked out for him.
He had a black girlfriend who completely confused his sense of what he was and was not allowed to do.
Maybe who's his black girlfriend?
It was Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, he did Whoopi Goldberg? No way.
We just
That's
talked
why-
about this 20 minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't know. I know they made a movie together. I didn't know they were like dating.
They made a movie together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would explain how they met.
I think that's probably how they got together. They were like romantic interests of each other in the movie, so they started hooking up. That's common. Every time Ted Danson made Whoopi come, she just let out this long, hot fart.
Nope. We're not doing that. Let's see what I got for that. I don't have much to show my disgust with that.
No!
And then she shits the bed, bro. It's like,
God
it's
damn.
like Johnny Depp's wife.
Yeah. Man, that is... The illusion of celebrity has just shattered.
That's a work, bro. That's way too much
It doesn't
coverage.
make anybody
It's a
look
work.
good.
It's a work.
I doubt it's a work. It doesn't make anybody look good.
I think it's
They're
to
all
distract
losing their
people from
jobs.
inflation.
So the government called up Jim Carrey to impersonate Joe Biden.
Uh-huh.
They called Amber Heard and Johnny Depp and concocted this bizarre fecal scheme.
Yep.
Like, who
You
was
think you think the government is way too organized.
No, I just think a lot of stuff is a work. I don't think necessarily the government's involved. I just think like this is like a put on.
How does this make Amber Heard look good? In
It's just
what
so
way?
weird that like all like this court case is being like aired on YouTube or whatever,
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck they're airing it, but like the Ghislaine Maxwell case isn't.
Well, because one, we want to keep that quiet, and number two, we care more about celebrities.
Right? They can't feed people, but if they gotta hide a court case that shows they're all a bunch of pedos, they'll get organized.
Yeah.
Right? It's important. It's important.
Yeah, there's no Illuminati.
So, speaking of hidden ancient secrets, this is the first appearance of Nanda Parbat, right?
Yeah.
This is a secret city of transcendence like Shangri-La or Shambhala. And this is also, I first heard about it because Bruce Wayne went there to participate in the ancient Buddhist ritual of Thogel, which was where he was isolated in a cave for 7 days to release his negative karma and basically rehearse for death. Or as he put it, hunt down and kill and eat the last traces of fear and doubt in his mind. Fucking
Sick.
metal. That's
Yeah,
what he
very
said.
metal. Yeah.
That's how he described it.
Very Danny Filth.
Yeah, the Thogel ritual. Which
Tiny
is my favorite. My
motherfucker.
favorite death metal band is Thogel Ritual.
Yeah. That's
Or
cool.
Doom metal or whatever. Fucking yeah, but yeah. So that's what
No,
Nanda Parbat
doom metal is going to be a word, but it's going to be like spelled out in pot leaves.
because they're just stoners.
Yeah, the
They
doom
listen
metal
to a
thing.
lot of Sleep.
Yeah. Okay. So Sleep. That is like every band that's like a doom metal band is kind of a ripoff of Sleep.
Okay.
Like all the bong rippers and the fucking witch weeds and all the motherfucking all those bands, all the fucking swords or wherever.
So this song just kind of goes on for an hour like this, huh?
It sure does, man.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Yep, it's cool. Whatever. It's
is
just a
cool,
bunch of Black
whatever.
Sabbath riffs, like slowed down and reverbed and extended.
I can get into that.
Yeah, you just gotta be super big.
Yeah, it's fine. You got to Ramakrishna yourself up.
Hey,
Yes, Shée?
while there's
Yeah,
this
dog.
natural pause, can I take a break and grab a banana?
Yeah, grab a banana,
Okay.
dog.
Grab a banana.
I forgot
Grab
that
the
our
banana.
episodes are extra long now, and
Yeah.
so
No,
my
that's
stomach
cool.
is hurting.
Let's go grab
Yeah,
a
no,
banana.
no,
So,
go
I'm
grab a banana,
sorry.
bro. No,
we
you're good.
We love bananas here on Dark.
Yeah, I had a banana before we started.
Yep. So, yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
definitely gone now, right? She's definitely fired.
Oh, yeah,
Like, this
she's
is
fired.
fucking out of control.
Me too. I'm fired
This
too.
is unacceptable.
After all that, me laughing about blackface is really not cool.
Oh, now I can do my serious
You
discussion
can do your
show,
serious gay show now, bro. Good for you.
which is going to be huge immediately. Shée, take your banana and just go sit in your seat and eat the banana.
Yeah, eat the banana on the show. Be funny.
Oh, the banana strings. Yeah. The only bad part of the banana is the banana string.
Yeah, right. You got to eat the peel and everything.
Yeah, I'm pro peel. Definitely
What's
pro
the
peel.
thing? There's like something you do, like if you bury the banana peels, it's something happens.
Well, it's just compost. I don't know that it does
super
anything.
good. They're gonna be extinct soon. They say the banana.
Bananas? You can't take away my bananas.
They say that it's gonna go extinct because of climate change. Like it's no longer the conditions in which the modern day banana needs to survive is disappearing.
We'll evolve into super bananas. We already did. Originally, bananas were just straight. They were.
I know, but
yeah.
the banana we've created. I'm not saying like
Right.
the old bananas won't exist. It's just the banana we've created can no longer be sustained.
I can't wait for the next phase of banana evolution.
Same thing for coffee and chocolate. They're gonna disappear too.
Shée, are you back? Are you
She's
there?
right there, bro. She's
Okay.
right
All right.
there.
Here we go. We're gonna go back to it. All right. Anyway, so Deadman lands in Nanda Parbat, and he's welcomed by this big dude.
Yeah, this big dude who's got some cool footwear that we get a
Yeah.
good look on because this comic has Ramakrishna who loves feet.
Yeah. And Neal Adams was gonna cheap out on the feet.
Yeah, because like we saw earlier that unlike every other comic artist, Neal Adams can really draw feet well, so it's going to be a feature in all the comics.
There is no part of the body that Neal Adams did not enjoy drawing.
I
You
guess
got 'em all.
like you know, I noticed though, you don't see Rob Liefeld drawing Spider-Man comics because Spider-Man's feet is kind of a big part.
That's why he liked X-Men comics, because you never saw Professor Xavier's feet. He was always in that wheelchair.
It's in that. It's in that white floaty chair.
Yeah. And I like Beast. Is just I just draw some fur.
He's all
Fine.
feet. He's
Yeah.
Mr. Feet.
Yeah.
Ramakrishna loves Beast.
Yeah, Ramakrishna is very into Beast. That makes sense. That does
Yeah.
scan, actually.
Yeah.
So this dude is Taj Z.
Yeah,
who,
he's cool.
Yeah, he kind of keeps an eye on Nanda Parbat, and he guards this hidden temple. Right?
Yeah, about that. He's kind of full of shit, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's a very peaceable guy.
He's just a liar.
He is a liar, but for a good reason. Well, we'll find out about why he's a liar in a moment. But first, he introduces Deadman to this woman named Lotus.
And Lotus is fucking hot.
Lotus is a real fucking smoke show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And she is not dead.
Nope.
she is not dead. So she came to Nanda Parbat to get away from her criminal past, because I guess as soon as you get there, like all your sins and your evil and your urge to commit crimes and hurt people just go away.
I gotta go there, bro. I have a lot of like
we can all
horrible,
go
like War Boy, Mad Max, Fury Road feelings that I need to get rid of.
Well, I always worry about those things that are supposed to like shift your mind and change you, and then they like, what if they don't? Like when people have kids and it's like, oh yeah, you have a kid, and it like changes your whole perspective, everything. Yeah, what if it doesn't?
It happens. So like
Yeah.
a lot, it is a chemical reaction in your brain that happens, and sometimes that shit just doesn't turn on,
Yeah.
and you don't bond with your kid.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a real
Fuck,
problem.
it happens, dude. It happens enough.
scary.
Well, I mean, it probably happens a third of the time.
I don't know about that. You think that many dads are walking
Yeah.
around? I can't believe that many dads are walking around not caring about their kids.
I think
That's
so.
probably true. That is probably
Moms
true.
and dads.
You think a third of moms and dads?
Yeah, third of moms and dads did not have the bonding process in their brains when they had kids. A third, and that's
I mean,
why
I-
we're having the troubles.
I kind of feel like maybe like you have a kid and then you kind of just give the kid to the village and let the village raise the kid instead, because you're probably not going to be very good at it.
That's how it used to be. The
That's how
tribe
it should be.
The tribe we evolved with everyone raising the kids together and no one knowing who the father of anyone is.
Shouldn't even know. You don't need to know. It's only going to bring you down.
That's why we like group sex porn so much, because it speaks to that fucking part of our brains that evolved that way.
That is absolutely not why. That is not
That's
the
why.
reason. No.
I think it's because you're hanging out with your friends. That's why people
you're gonna meet interesting people.
You're hanging out with your good friends.
The real orgy was the friends we made along the way.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Sick.
That was very good.
You guys ever been a part of an orgy? I haven't.
But how many is an orgy?
More than 3.
Oh yeah, sure.
Whoa, James.
Yeah,
nice, dude.
We won't be telling those stories.
Nice, dude.
That's for Dark Side's Couch After Dark. That's
Yeah.
After Dark Side's Couch.
Yeah, I'm not going into that.
That's our sub podcast
Fuck,
that only
bro.
the true fans know about.
Am I the prude of the group? Shit.
Yes.
A little bit.
No, I've never
When
been a
it
part
comes
of a sex occasion with more than 3 people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jesus is always there too.
Okay,
And
4.
the devil watching.
Yeah, the time when my dick wasn't hard is because Jesus' dick was hard for me.
You know, both the devil and Jesus are very concerned about what you're doing to your body in private.
Well, I mean, it's fucked up because the devil's not in the Bible.
Well, Lucifer's not in the Bible at all
No.
as an angel? I think he changed his name when he became the devil.
The word Satan means adversary, and they use that
Yes.
to describe a bunch of bad people in the Bible. But that's it.
Are we talking Old Testament or New Testament?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think in my headcanon, if you read the Bible, you'll if you read the Bible closely, you'll find one angel who's kind of a little bit of a bad boy, and then when he became the devil, he changed his name to Lucifer.
No. Not in the
think that's what
Bible.
happened.
No, that's what you're thinking of Paradise Lost, and that is fan fiction made in the Middle Ages.
There's a couple missing chapters in the Bible. We'll find the rest of it.
Oh no, those are all about like.
If we have any priest that listen to us, please let us know.
They don't fucking know.
No, they're too busy diddling kids.
Yep, that's all they
Not-
do.
Getting off on it.
They
Both,
gotta-
in
What
both
the
ways.
fuck?
In
They
both
gotta-
senses.
They got a schedule to keep.
Yeah. Getting no consequences
what the
whatsoever.
fuck?
That's right.
I'm not condoning it.
Like
It's awful.
Tuesday's Billy Day.
Jesus. No, that's too much. I don't like that. So anyway,
R.I.P. Neal Adams.
Yeah. Jesus. So Taj Z is like, dude, Deadman, you don't need to know about what's going on in this temple of Rama. Why don't you just hang out with Lotus, this hot babe here? And
He's like,
Deadman's
yeah,
oh, maybe
why
I
not?
will. Yeah, why not?
I would just like, that's it. You have physical form. There's this hot chick who wants to hang out with you. Just hang out there. Where you going?
I would guess, like, back in the day, it was unique for a comic book to have a story that took place over multiple issues, so you had to kind of compress a big arc. But I think if you told this story again in modern times, that's what he would do. He would hang out with her for a while, and then we'd gradually see him, move away from it. And they just had to put the gas down on that, unlike this podcast.
If I woke up and I ended up in this place with this chick, right, I'd be like, well, I'm just not going to question this. This is where I live now.
Until you get bored.
I'm not going to get bored, dude.
You're going to want that orgy. See,
You're gonna miss us.
Yeah, you don't know what the orgy life is like. You think
I'm
going
going
to
to pretend that my life,
you.
I'm going to pretend my previous life was a dream.
No.
And like, this is the real world with this fucking chick in this cool place. And I'm just going to chill.
You're gonna get bored eventually with Lotus.
No, I'm not.
And you're gonna bring Taj Z in, and that's gonna spice it up for a while. And
Fuck
then you
yeah,
realize
bro.
there's only
Me and-
3 people there.
Me and Taj Z are going to fuck this chick.
I got to hit at least 4 people.
We're going to Eskimo brother it.
Yeah. So Deadman's like, all right, I'll come back and deal with you later. But right now, I want to get into this the gateway to Rama and find out what that's all about. Right?
Yeah, just go find out this god that's fucking up my afterlife.
So Taj Z's like, no, bro, you can't get in here. I'm gonna swing my sword at you. You can't
What
get
happens
in.
if Deadman dies?
Well, yeah, because we don't know because right now he is corporeal, so
Yeah,
he
so
can be
like-
hurt.
So what if he's just like still alive with his head chopped off?
Maybe you can't die in this place.
That's true. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we find out that like what's his name, big ass dude was just all talk.
Yeah, so it turns out, so Deadman's like, you know what? I bet this guy's a little bitch, and so
He also calls himself the greatest samurai of them all, even though they're in Tibet.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be right. Well, they're in Nanda Parbat. It doesn't really have a specific geographical location. It's everywhere or nowhere. It's
I
a
know, but
state
they were
of mind,
flying.
bro.
But they were flying over Tibet.
Yeah, but then when you actually enter Nanda Parbat, you know, it's not any pre-existing location. It's a
Yeah,
whole
it's
new
like
place.
Narnia.
It's a state of mind, bro.
Yeah, Narnia.
It's a whole new place.
Yeah, maybe you need to take a smoke break, Mike, so that you can
Yeah.
understand this comic.
You guys
Yeah.
haven't been hearing me? I see it's working.
Wow, you're getting better at it. You're getting more discreet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like nobody knows
I
now.
didn't catch any of that one.
No.
So yeah, but the point is, Taj Z turns out he won't. He's an ambassador of peace, so there's no way he's going to kill anyone. He's just been pretending he would, and so Deadman goes, I'm just going to walk right fucking past. How about that?
Taj Z sounds like the name of a comedian.
That almost does sound like a pre-existing comedian. I'm
It
trying to
does,
think of
right?
Because
something
it sounds
else.
like Tosh.0.
No, not Tosh. Who am I thinking of?
I mean, Aziz Ansari, maybe.
That's probably what I'm thinking of.
Probably thinking of Aziz Ansari. He's a pretty great samurai too.
Is he? Good for him.
Yeah, things are going great for him. So anyway, Deadman enters the Temple of Rama, and we see this is a kind of a famous Easter egg that was very amusing back in the day. All these vapors, these like rays.
Yeah,
come
they
up.
spell something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say if you turn it to the side and you look carefully at it, it says, "Hey, a Jim Steranko effect."
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Neal
I
Adams'
guess
little-
I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Jim Steranko famously played games with the way that his Nick Fury run was all set up, and it was very groundbreaking in its own way and a lot of fun to look at, and Neal Adams paid homage to it here.
We did one of
Aw.
those, didn't we?
We did do a Nick Fury, yeah. It was like in a dome with dinosaurs.
We should go back to that. I think that was one of the shows that got axed.
It's not X, it's just not on Spotify. People can message me, they can get all those episodes.
It's dead. It's
Well,
gone.
It's yeah, those pre-Shea episodes.
Just me
like-
and James fucking around.
Well, yeah, you have the two hosts that nobody likes. Why would
Apparently.
people aren't going to go listen to those?
Apparently, dude.
Most of the feedback I get is, yeah, Shay's really pleasant. I go, fuck.
My gosh.
It's,
Okay.
it's an insult by omission.
Yeah.
Thank you, people.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Shea.
Suck
then,
my dick, Mike.
Wow.
All right, starting that orgy up.
Yeah.
There's only 3 of us.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. I'm
gotta-
still stuck in the stupid pussy ass fucking cuck 3-way shit.
Threesomes are nice, but you really just don't know the joy of a foursome.
I'm not hot enough to be in an orgy, apparently.
Yeah, you can't. What was it? Seinfeld saying, like, I don't want to be an orgy guy. I got to get a whole different set of clothes. Like,
Maybe I didn't get invited because I wasn't bald yet, but they knew I was pre-bald.
well, but they say that if you're balding, you look weak, but if you're bald, you look strong. Like you're perceived as strong. So you gotta embrace that. You gotta.
I know, but that's a lot of the maintenance that I'll have to keep
you gotta
up
go with the maintenance. You gotta shine it.
Nah, I'm good.
No, those bald guys, it's down to the root and it's shiny like a bowling
No,
ball.
I don't know. I
can't
think
do
Jeff
that.
Bezos has kind of ruined the bald head.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but The Rock's bringing it back.
Yeah, The Rock.
Maybe those two guys should just switch places for like a year. That'd be fun.
I used to really like The Rock until I saw him having dinner with Jeff Bezos, and he didn't just reach over and snap his little neck.
Did he
And I was
really?
like, yeah, that was your opportunity, Rock, to be super cool.
Well, you gotta. I mean,
When you do that, you become the president.
that is true. We did learn from Death Race 2020 that if you kill the previous president, maybe in a particularly metal way, you become the new president.
And you know what?
Yes.
That was a tag.
Yeah, the Rock, because the idea of Rock being. So here's the problem. For years now, before we had Trump as president, do you guys remember when Donald Trump was the president? You remember
Yeah.
this? This is crazy.
Sometimes I think he still is.
And for years, that was the joke. Hey, Donald Trump will be president someday. Won't that be funny? And then it happened. And now I'm thinking the same thing's happened with The Rock. Everybody's making jokes about The Rock being president. I think it's going to happen now.
So he has a show called Young Rock about his life. That show is about him running for president and him reminiscing about his
really?
life. Yeah.
That's where that comes from. I just thought it was just a natural progression. I didn't
No, they
realize
did
was
that
actually-
they did that after the talks of Rock being president.
Wow.
Yeah, they just threw that in there just to be super meta.
The membrane between fiction and reality is becoming thinner every day.
Yes.
Yep.
Like it's getting a little crazy. Like Tom Holland has to pretend to be Spider-Man in real life to keep everybody happy.
Does
It's fucking
he?
crazy. What I think happens is like when you work for these, when you work for Disney and you work for these Marvel companies or anything, they know that you're going to be like, the fans are going to go crazy for you and they're going to want to like think you're the character. And so when they find like a personality quirk, you have to like be that. And so like Tom Holland, he has to be, he's like the guy who inadvertently said something he wasn't supposed to say. Like they always have him like leak the title, quote unquote, leak the title of a new movie or something. And he has to just like live that way, even when he's not on the set. He has to like be that person.
See,
this
that's a-
cutesy, quirky guy.
That shit's a work.
Yeah, it's all work, which we expect from celebrities, but it's like it's so manicured that it's just like, dude, you can like the movies and not just simp for these celebrities.
I was getting excited for new Spider-Man movies, and I never finish any of them.
Yeah, I mean, you see him spin around a bit, and that's about it.
Yeah,
I
I-
haven't seen one since Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3 was the last Spider-Man movie I watched in its entirety.
Well, you went out on a high note. It was the best one.
I didn't even see the one everyone liked, the cartoon one.
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen
actually
it
didn't need
either.
to see that one.
I'm a
Yeah.
bad
Spider-Verse.
person.
Let's
They have a
stream it on
sequel.
Twitch, and we'll all watch it.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Won't that
When
get
we-
us booted?
No.
No, we
No.
probably won't be doing that. I'm just telling Mike. What
I've
he
been
wants to hear
doing
to
that
move the
this
show.
whole time. I've been
Yeah,
streaming whatever-
I'm just telling Mike what he wants to hear to move the show along. It's not really something we're actually going to do. So Deadman enters this cave and he inhales all these rays and vapors, and he gets super fucking stoned off of it.
I'm about to do that myself. I just put my
Yeah.
mic down.
He's definitely feeling it.
I think he got high as fuck on DMT.
See, I thought it was this page that you liked, James.
This is a great page. So this is when he's basically having a massive psychedelic freak out, and we're seeing colors and shapes and sizes and the face of Ramakrishna in the sky.
Saying Ramakrishna is so much fun.
It's a fun name. It's a fun name.
Nanda Parbat. Nanda
And
Parbat.
Nanda Parbat.
Non-apartheid?
Nanda
What do you-
Parbat.
That's kind of what I thought he was saying the
the name
first
of the
time.
channel.
I did too.
Yeah, it
Nanda
took me a while.
Parbat. Nanda
Took me a while to
Parbat
figure out
and
what Mike thought he was saying.
Ramakrishna,
Ramakrishna.
which is the kind of it's like the name of a weed. It's like the
Yeah,
name
it's
of
a
a strain.
sativa. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
sativa strain. Yeah. So yeah, Deadman just kind of descends into this, and then we kind of see that Ramakrishna might be a woman,
Yeah.
lady god.
Well, we don't know that.
Well-
Well, just be a femme guy.
Takes on yeah, sure. We see Deadman. He pokes his finger out at us, and his finger breaks the fourth wall a little bit. That's fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. And so he's yelling at Ramakrishna, and he says, "Hey, this ain't fucking justice. Why don't you let me figure all this shit out? I can sort all this shit out, like employees like to say about their bosses.
Yeah.
If I were the
And
boss, I'd sort all this out."
And he sees how juicy Ramakrishna's lips are. He goes, "I'm just gonna slip my dick in right here."
Yeah, get right to it.
Ramakrishna's like, "Oh,
So then we get to the page that made me pick this comic. I first saw this page it's a giant book I have called 75 Years of DC Comics, The Art of Modern Myth Making. And it really doesn't, you really need to see this in like a big glossy book, but it is fucking awesome.
Yes.
So the composition here, it's 5 panels as we watch Deadman kind of trip through reality here. But each of the 5 panels works as their own, but when you step back and look at it, it's a Deadman face.
oh
great.
shit! Yeah,
Did you
you're
not see
right. No, I didn't. I noticed
See,
it now though.
That's why I need a big glossy book to look at this in.
I burned through these comics, bro.
Yeah, not appreciating it.
No,
No, this
none of them. None of them.
Way more work than it needed to be. And so Deadman tells Ramakrishna, "Hey, give me a clean shot. I'll clean things up. Then and only then will I rest. Let me go back and be Deadman for a while and make everything right."
I would have gone up to Ramakrishna and be like, "So I just met this chick, right? And so like I'm good," and then just leave.
Yeah. And Ramakrishna says, "Oh, put your money where your dead ass is, you little bitch. You go clean shit up. Let me know when it's done. I'm gonna be chilling in Nanda Parbat, getting super fucking baked with with this hot lady."
What if what if Ramakrishna was the Alice in Wonderland hookah smoking caterpillar?
Kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a beautiful page. Holy cow. Yeah. Yeah.
Why
I
don't
didn't-
you marry it?
So I corrected myself mid-sentence because I was going to talk about. I thought the drug-taking animal in that story was the Cheshire cat,
No, well, not that we know of.
but I realized it halfway as I was speaking, and then in my head I was like I was thinking of the Jefferson Airplane song about "Go Ask Alice," and I got to the part where they said hookah smoking caterpillar, and then
Classic rock comes through again.
And then continue down my sentence without breaking anything up with any ums and shit. Like,
Yeah,
all right.
bravo.
Yeah.
Thank God for Boomer Rock. Saving us every time. So, yeah. So Ramakrishna says, "All right, you know what? You can go back. Same conditions. Everything's pretty much the same. Oh, but you also have some weaknesses I'm not going to tell you about because fuck you."
Yeah. Because you're a white man and you already got enough benefits.
Yeah, he's got a lot of privilege. He's a very white man now. Extremely
right.
white man.
That's the thing is people don't want you to be too white, I've noticed. Because all the racist kids I grew up with, they also hated me because I was too white. And I'm like, you need to make up your mind.
I had issues when I grew in elementary school because I went to elementary school in inner city Detroit, and I had issues because I was a little androgynous white kid with long hair. And then when I went to school in the white suburbs, I was not nearly white enough for those people.
Nope, not at all.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Like, tell me what to do.
It's weird that we're in the same country.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like every little town is its own country with its own little
rules. Be on the
rules.
same page. Yeah. Nope. Everyone's in it for themselves. Absolutely.
It's almost like the United States is like Europe, and all the states are like their countries.
It is kind of like that.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. I believe it. I find that believable. It's a believable thing.
That is not an unbelievable strange adventure.
No. This is grounding me and making it feel way more believable.
Welcome, kids, to the first day of the strangest adventure of all, geography.
Mm-hmm.
he waves over to the map. You know, like he's displaying first day of school. Fuck yeah, dude! That geography teacher fucking rules.
Are you thinking of an actual geography teacher? I didn't have any fucking badass.
I'm imagining him in my head. He's making geography really interesting.
Oh, good for him.
I know, imaginary geography teacher.
I don't think you can just teach geography, can you? Don't you have to teach like civics along with it or
You should
something?
go to a rich school. They do.
Yeah, they just teach you where the countries are.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Which countries your dad's gonna bomb when he's president?
Yeah, or you in a few years.
Well, wasn't it social studies? Wasn't that?
Yeah,
That's what I
social
had.
studies.
What
Yeah. When I was a kid, we had social studies. It was like history and geography.
Yeah.
And they didn't teach you about either.
Someday you'll get to bomb the Middle East, little George.
They're like, what's the Middle East? I don't know.
Geography teacher who's just faking it.
You don't fucking know, bro. Because I got a phys ed degree, and then they put me in this one.
So Deadman decides he's just gonna leave. I'm just gonna head out of here now. He says goodbye to Tajni, and I guess they're still bros. They understood what happened.
Yeah, but then that super clingy chick just basically grabbing onto his leg, like, "Don't leave without me. I
She's
hate
like,
it here.
you have to leave with me, and he's like, no, I got guy shit to do. And says you can just leave if you want. She goes, no. If I leave, I'm just gonna immediately go back to evil, like immediately.
He's like, no, dude, you don't understand. When I'm out there, I'm like invisible, and I can possess anyone I want and fuck whoever I want. Like, why would I want you?
Fucking put it that way. Yeah, I guess I can't really.
And that's why she gets all fucking girl red pilled and angry at the end.
She does. Well, we've got a couple panels here. So Deadman leaves while she just kind of sits there and cries. And there's a nice touch here, by the way, that I guess I'm betting you guys didn't catch. As Deadman leaves Nanda Parbat, his right foot, which is further back, is still making tracks, but his right foot is floating.
Oh, that's fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. It's just when he hits the barrier. Man, he packed this with so much cool shit.
Uh-huh. I thought you were going to bring up that he's wearing cool little booties.
No, we all know he's wearing. That's very believable.
I thought you were leading it. I go, wow, James really thinks these fucking booties are cool.
Yeah, I'd wear booties. I'd bring them back. He's got Robin's booties.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
that nail's going right through it.
So he leaves. And then Lotus, I believe was her name, is still crying. And all of a sudden, Willie Smith shows up. He didn't die after all.
No, he's still there. Yeah, how did he survive? Maybe he landed in some really good snow. Really deep, really good snow.
You know what Willie
Really good
Smith
snow.
looks like?
Really good snow.
He looks like a male Duchess. Was that her name? Baroness?
Oh, from
What's
Baroness.
her?
From G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
She was a duchess, though. She was a
She was
European
Baroness.
royalty. Yeah.
And not that prog rock group.
All right. So Willie Smith grabs her hand and says, yeah, let's leave. And she immediately turns evil the second she crosses the barrier out of Nanda Parbat.
Yep, she's all mad.
pretty fun.
What is Girl Red Pill called? There's got to be a girl version of Red Pill, right?
I'm sure there is, but I don't think it's a big enough community that they've got their own names yet.
What would you call it? What would their philosophy be?
Female dating strategy.
Would it just be
Google
like
that?
Would it just be just like chicks shitting on guys the way like Red Pill guys were shitting on chicks?
Yeah, Google female dating strategy.
Why? What is
Let's just-
is that a
let's-
Reddit?
Look up Girl Red Pill. See if Girl Red Pills are real.
Well, I think that's what it is. A female dating strategy. That's a Reddit with a bunch of dudes.
No,
I've
it's
seen
a
that-
bunch of chicks hating
It
on
is women.
dudes.
Yes,
But
I have watched-
I think
Female
they
dating
recently
strategy?
I think they recently got banned from Reddit and moved over to their own site.
Okay,
Sick, dude.
I did look at it as Reddit a couple times, and it was so weird that I couldn't really spend enough time learning what the fuck I was seeing. If it was jokes or what.
I hope there's a ton of YouTube videos about it because I'm gonna go look into it as soon as we're done recording.
Nice.
Anytime I'm on Reddit and I see like somebody just says something fucking stupid in any thread in any Reddit, and then I look at their post history, they're inevitably posting nonstop on like video game forums and porn Reddits.
Porn
Like, that's it.
forums? What are you talking about there? It's
porn
like I jacked off real good to this one, guys.
Oh, there's some very communal stuff going on in some of the porn subreddits. There's God, there's some dark stuff going on. You can look up porn tributes. So what guys are doing with their pornography on Reddit, or they're having jerk off bros. Like you'll meet like an online bro and like jerk off together virtually over the same porn.
Wow, I never thought of that.
What, is it a race?
That's what I was thinking too,
it's friendly.
Shée.
No, it's friendly. I mean, I guess it could be a race.
It's whoever comes last would be the winner? How do you judge that? Because coming too quick is bad.
Well, it depends on how much time you got. Like, it could be if you've only got 5
I know
minutes.
I think if it's the last, you got to eat the cookie.
Nah, it's not Ookie Cookie. It's not Limp Bizkit. No.
Is that what they're named after?
Yeah, that's where the name comes from.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what Limp Bizkit means.
Oh,
It's the cookie after it's all soggy from semen. Yeah.
gross.
Dude, you guys.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I was raised Catholic. I don't know any of that stuff.
You want to take a guess about chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water?
Oh, that I kind of guessed.
Yes. Shée, either her video froze up or she cannot believe it. It became unbelievable.
Chocolate starfish. Yeah,
I just tapped out because I just got grossed out, so I just tapped out.
Hey, they named an album that.
Yeah, they did. And
How
it sold
dare
1 billion copies.
It sure did. Not to me, though.
Yeah. Shée could not believe it. She
So here's
can't
a
believe any
game
of this.
that you only play on Christmas, and the gang goes for Booby Trap.
Booby
And this
trap?
guy it's like when he gets a present, because he says, just what I wanted for Christmas. Because, like, he got a fucking board game for Christmas. He's not happy.
I like board games. What's the problem
Yeah.
with board games?
Yeah, you know,
Especially back in the 60s and the 70s. Like, you didn't have the internet. Like, fuck. This one kid's wearing a turtleneck while he plays, though.
Right? He's like Batman. He's like Kid Batman.
He looks like Kid Bruce Wayne. He's got a black turtleneck with a purple smoking jacket over it.
Yeah, that's how Bruce Wayne as a kid dresses. Hey, what a groovy game, said no one. I just picked out a big piece. They count for more points. These like fucking little quote things are great.
Yeah, well, it's written by middle-aged men.
Written by Neal Adams.
No.
He probably wrote this ad.
No, if he wrote it, it would be 3 times as much dialogue. for
And
starters.
and every panel would make Deadman's face.
Yeah, everybody's contorting their arms around and stuff. It'd be great.
It would make the box art to the board game.
Well, that was the end of that story. However, there is a backup story that's kind of unremarkable, but we're going to do it anyway. It's called
Yeah, sure.
I Lost... Yeah, why not? We're here.
Well, I read it, so we're doing it.
Yeah, I read it once. I usually read things at least twice. I only read it once. It's called I Lost My Past, written and illustrated by Mort Drucker, who is he was a famous Mad Magazine alumni who passed away in 2020. So this book is haunted.
Hainted by Deadman.
By Ramakrishna and her various lackeys and simps.
And so this story is like this guy, he's like, I'm going to go home and visit all my friends and family, and everyone just doesn't know who he is.
Yeah, because he's a loser.
Or as I like to call it, a dream come true.
Well, no, it's because he's a loser. You go back to your home. Who goes back to their hometown and wants to hang out with their childhood friends? Fuck that.
I only go home back to my hometown to visit my folks when I'm really guilted into doing it.
Yeah, to see who may have died, who you outlasted.
Do you hang out with friends when you go home, though?
No.
Yeah, we don't want to know what's going on with them.
No, I don't want to know how like into Trump they all got.
Yeah, I don't think anybody that I knew from my childhood really amounted to much that I'd like to hang out with ever again.
You hang out with your friends. You hung out with your friend when you visited last time, James.
That's true. Yes. No, I have one very good friend from when I was a kid. When I was like, I first met her when we were, I don't know, 14-ish. But other than that, that's about it. Fuck the rest of them.
We're gonna talk about like I don't know.
Well, because it's been a lot of years. You've done other things. Like we don't have anything to talk about anymore. We don't have anything.
Yeah, what am I do? Like, so what have you been up to? Like, I don't. Well, this is what happened. They'd be like, so what have you been up to? And I'll be like, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I had 7 kids with 4 baby mamas.
Like, I don't want to. I did that? Shit.
No,
I can't even get an orgy. How am I getting all these women pregnant?
That's what everybody. That's all anybody does from your hometown is they get pregnant a bunch of times. And one time I saw a blimp.
I think only a few. I think only a few of my friends had kids. Not too many.
Yeah, fuck these people.
A lot of my friends were undesirable, if you can imagine. So, they didn't like.
Yeah, the unfuckables.
They didn't have sex a lot to be getting pregnant. Anyone pregnant, you know.
That's a David Tell joke where he said like he travels the world going to bars and making sure women get home safely, and they call themselves the unfuckables.
Me and my friends would be like, "It's New Year's Eve. Let's come on over to my house and we'll watch a Kids in the Hall marathon." I'm like, oh boy, that's like the crew I hung out with.
Well,
that was my crew.
Well, they're all dead now.
Yes, I'm trying to think. A few of them are, not all of them. But like, there's at least a couple I know who are dead. One guy who's not my friend, but I went to school with him, and he became like an alcoholic. And I guess like he got so drunk one time that while driving home, he got into an accident, and because of that, there was a small fire in the vehicle that he was like, he got in the accident, drove off the side of the road, crashed, engine caught fire. He's inside unconscious, and he had so much alcohol in his body that he exploded from the heat.
Wow, that's a metal way to go, at least.
Pretty metal. Anyone back, if they got known for my life, knows I do this because they'd probably be mortified that I told that as an amusing anecdote.
Fuck.
Yeah, well, I'm enough degrees divorced away from that I can just appreciate it.
All right, it's pretty fucking sick though. This dude. It's funny because like he looked like he was always ready to explode his entire life, and now he finally did.
Yeah, that's what's happening to Joe Rogan. Actually, yeah, he's just turning redder and redder.
What if his face falls off and a toenail grows in?
He does have a toe head. That's why we'll never see him in a comic book. Nobody could draw him.
Hey, he's got like a physique.
I can't draw this. No, yeah, I can't draw this giant toe man. I can't draw feats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Rob Liefeld, he ain't drawing Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's never happening. So anyway, yeah, this dude, he goes back to town and he's going to see like his old principal and stuff. He's like, hey, take out the yearbook. I'll prove I exist.
He shows up and goes, hey, principal, why do you have a Hitler mustache? That's fucked up.
I thought for a second. I thought for a second.
He looks like Hitler, actually. He looks like old man honestly, Hitler.
That's what I thought it was going to be at the end of the comic, is that this was going to have something to do with World War II. Because this is a reprint of an earlier comic book that was shortly after World War II.
Yeah.
And everybody's leftover Hitler script. So like, I got to get it out somewhere.
I thought it would be like, I'm a secret agent. I found Hitler hiding out in this small American town being a principal at a school.
So he's not in the yearbook. They're like, all right, this is fucking crazy, right? So I'll just keep wandering around town talking to anybody at all.
And no one remembers who he is. And he finds a clown who looks really pissed at us for reading the comic.
Yeah. What are you doing, kids? What are you doing with your lives?
What if he's like, at first we were reading the comic, we see the panel, and he's looking forward, but then we glance at it again, now he's looking at us.
Fuck.
Wow, that's creepy.
Jeez!
Fucking clowns. It was creeping around every corner, just like the Nazis.
Yeah.
So, all right. So then he decides to go to the army recruiting office. He's like, well, I was in the army. You got to have a record of that. You took all my blood and semen samples so you could clone me and everything. You got to have all that.
Oh, we didn't need to do that.
We didn't need to do that?
Like, oh, we didn't need your semen. We didn't need it.
Oh, yeah. I just left. Well, you never knew how technology was going to advance in the future. I left you some semen just in case.
Or they asked him, just not that because it's part of the army procedure. It's just like, they're just like, yeah, it's just some guy at the recruiting office who just wanted to suck off a dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm no scientist.
We need your semen for storage. And he goes, oh, okay. Is this for the army? Yeah, it's for the army.
Stop asking questions. Just give me the semen. Yeah. He's jonesing. He's twitching from it.
Do you want me to invite a few more people so this is considered an orgy?
I'll feel a lot more comfortable if this is technically an orgy. I'll use your time believing it.
Right. So the army like gets back his shit, and he's just like, it turns out you're a Nazi named Otto Gruber.
Yeah, bro, get the fuck out of here.
And he's like, oh shit,
that shit's not cool. At least that's what we're saying for the time
like,
being.
Bro, we found you.
This is bad. This is a problem.
So it turns out he was like a double agent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like his name, the name Otto Gruber is what he used to sneak into Germany to join the German military,
Third Reich somewhere, yeah,
to steal some secrets.
He had to get a formula. Everybody was trying to steal a formula back in those days.
There's so many formulas back then.
They were just figuring out chemistry. Yeah. Everybody loved chemistry back then.
And now it's the name of a certain kind of race car.
My favorite part of this comic is at the end when they say it was tough. We had to contact every single person you know.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So the plan was.
Oh no, every single person you had ever known.
Right. So the government, and really, we're talking about how the government isn't as far-reaching as we like to believe it is, but this proves they are.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they decided. So the dude, I guess he got trauma. He was like in an explosion, and he couldn't remember the information he got, I guess, as a double agent, right?
Yes.
And so they're like, well, the easiest way to make you recover that memory is if we stage an elaborate farce where we convince everyone you've ever met to pretend they've never met you before.
Right. I guess the idea was that just them grilling him about it wasn't working, so they decided like he would remember better if he was if he sought out the information himself.
Right. Yeah. So he ended up having to go through and find it himself, which led him to the traumatizing realization that, as far as he knew, he was a Nazi.
Yeah. And then there's this random clown.
Yeah, there's a clown at the parade because this whole is centered around a parade. He went back to town for a parade, so they probably faked the parade as well.
Yeah.
We fucking lied to you, dude.
And he says, well, you shattered me psychologically, but it was all for my government, so it's
Because
okay.
I remember the formula now. Now we can go kill those Iraqis.
The formula was 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen.
So, yeah, all right. He's like, oh,
use that.
okay, all
Use
right.
that. Yeah, that's useful.
It's water. I remember that. Back when geography was its own class.
Hey kids, we're gonna learn about chemistry now. And so yeah, he decides to have a little party with his friends. Now he remembers who he is, and he's ruined for the rest of his life.
They
because of
lied
weird
right.
games.
Like I wouldn't trust that girl ever again. She lied right to his face, and like now like
Any of these people.
Well, but she did it for America.
I mean, but if she's lying about that, she can lie about anything, and he'll believe it.
Well, a guy likes to be lied to by a woman from time to time.
Yeah, that's what we like.
Just tell me what I want to hear.
No, don't.
I mean, just something to help me get through the day.
Tell me to trim my toenails and shit.
That was it. That's the end of this book.
End of the book.
How'd you guys feel? You ended up believing it?
Yeah, I believed it. It was cool.
Yeah. Shea,
I'll
what'd you
get-
think of
yeah.
this? Yeah.
Nope, still unbelievable.
Still unbelievable.
I'll give this 5 untrimmed Shea fingernails.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. The backup's kind of dumb, but whatever. I'm not going to hold it against it.
The
Neal
backup
Adams-
had a lot of good faces.
Well, not as good as the Neal Adams faces. No one's going to beat Neal Adams for faces.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I like the faces in this particular story.
Those Mort
Yeah.
Drucker faces, those Mad Magazine faces. Yeah, he
that-
probably learned how to draw clowns at Mad Magazine.
Look at that
Probably.
clown, dude. Look how terrifying that clown
That's
is.
super scary.
That clown
Scary,
looks like
scary clown.
it looks like that he's got the mumps.
Yeah.
Or he got
yeah.
stung by a bee, but he still had to get to his clown gig.
The big rosy cheeks. Yeah. And a big nose.
This guy's
Big alcoholic
EpiPen.
nose.
He's all fucked up.
He's having a hard time. He's swelled up so much that his eyelids are forced closed. And he
Yeah,
can't see
but he
anything.
got to his clown gig.
Yeah, well, he's got to get his corpse paint on. It's either this or join that fucking whatever. Who's a good doom metal band again? I
Black
lost him.
metal.
He's a good black metal. Yeah, whatever.
Black metal's the face paint guys.
This is his job.
And
That's
you're
his
thinking
job.
of Mayhem. Mayhem is probably or Emperor.
What's Cannibal Corpse?
That's a death metal band. Well, those are like like the 2 different kinds of guys. Like a black metal dude and a black metal dude's like the guy who wears like the leather outfit with all the spikes on it. Mm-hmm. That's like a black metal dude.
All right. But I loved it. I enjoyed it a lot. So Neal Adams is the GOAT. So 5 out of 5 goats.
All right.
There we go. Adorable.
Oh, you didn't use one with a goat screaming like a human?
I almost did, but I thought you were just gonna go. That was just a human screaming.
No, I know the sound of a screaming goat.
Oh,
It
I
sounds
bet
like
you
a
do.
human. Yeah, I sure
I bet
do.
you do. You can't put together an orgy, but you know that sound.
Well, what I do is I possess a farmer, so I'm not actually fucking the goat. I'm just feeling what
not
the
my
farmer
fault.
feels.
I would possess the goat. Just enjoy it. Go along for the ride. Like, this ain't unethical. I'm relieving the goat of the trauma, and I get to enjoy myself.
And so all the goats screaming sound like humans is actually just James.
Yeah, it's just me and Deadman doing Ramakrishna's bidding.
Yeah.
It kind of takes some of the shine off it when you consider I just gave Star Wars a perfect score too.
Did
Yeah.
you? Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, both masterpieces in their own right.
Yeah,
Both-
in their
both
own
great
right.
books. I don't know. All right. Well, I mean, R.I.P. Sad.
Yeah, sad.
Sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
But we
a
did
lot of
this
great
book,
work.
so we didn't die in vain.
Yeah, we had some fun. We got to get. Well, I'm going to say this isn't his life's work is appearing on Darkseid's couch, but
I will.
Yeah, that's
I'll
it's
say
your
that.
life's work, sure. And Neal, yes,
He's just a part of it. He's
Yeah.
a small part of my
small
life's
part
work.
of my machinations. So next time, I keep saying next week, getting people excited. So next time we're going to go back to our regularly scheduled nonsense. We're going to do that previously solicited Savage Dragon number 34
Yep.
crossover with Hellboy. We're going to look into that.
Woo woo.
Have you guys read that yet?
Nope.
Jesus.
I read the book the day before we record or the day of.
Yeah. Shée was telling me that she confuses Savage Dragon with Iron Fist.
Okay.
I don't see how you do that at all.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, they're both green.
Okay.
No, I don't
What?
picture either of them.
Yeah.
I just constantly forget the name Iron
Savage
Fist, and then I
Dragon,
hear
Iron
Savage
Fist.
Dragon. I'm like, oh yeah, that
okay.
Netflix show.
Oh, you know what? If Iron Fist's name was Savage Dragon, that would make sense.
Well, didn't he fight like a ghost dragon and pull out its
Yeah,
heart or something?
he fights a dragon to get the Iron Fist.
Yeah. That's
That
pretty cool.
show was fucking horrible.
It was not in the show though. We did not get the ghost dragon fight.
I guess that actor just didn't want to like learn how to do stunts or
they
something.
had to put that together at like the last minute. Like it was such a rush job that they're like, dude, we don't have time to actually learn the stunts, so just flip
Why?
around a lot.
Why do that? Why does
Because
anyone?
they've got a schedule and they're not going to break the schedule.
Oh my god.
Because if they have to delay Iron, because this is the problem with the
They
Marvel
needed
stuff being in earlier.
Yeah, they needed to do that Defenders show.
Yeah, they had to do Defenders and
Just
then
don't
maybe
have
they
him
were
in
like-
it.
But they already wrote the damn show. Like you can't like it's all
Well, they
gotta
wrote
come
it.
out in a certain way.
They wrote Defenders, and then they're just like, this looks good. Can't wait to film it. They go, yeah, when are we gonna do Iron Fist though? Oh shit, we never made Iron Fist.
They figure this. They're figuring this shit out as they go. Like
Dumb.
it doesn't always work out. Like I'm sure they had big plans for the Eternals. Now they got to figure out what to do with those guys because nobody liked them.
That movie sucked.
So I don't know what's gonna happen. Shée, you got some closing plugs for us,
Sure.
please?
Well, find us at Darkside's
Yeah.
Couch on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and any other podcast app that you've been using to listen to this episode. And then go to darksidescouch.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and tell us about your orgies.
Yeah, I want to hear all about your orgies. I will not
Yeah.
turn the comments off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All positive.
Yeah. I don't want to be brought down. I don't want another Ted Danson blackface experience. Tell me
Right,
positive,
unless
happy
you
things.
are Ted Danson and you took part in an orgy while wearing blackface.
Oh, that's piling on.
I can die after that.
I definitely can't believe that. Actually, you know what? I can believe Ted Danson did that.
Yeah, sure. Of course he did.
Yeah, he gets.
course
Even
he
Whoopi
did.
Goldberg, they'll get a little. Freaky.
She was there too.
Yeah. All right. Anybody got any final thoughts? Let me get out of here.
Leave them goats alone. They're actually James.
Shée?
Watch the Deadman cartoons.
Yeah, those were really fun. Little animated shorts. I have a. Speaking of toys, Shée got me a little Deadman plushie. That is very cute.
Okay.
It's adorable. I love it.
No more orgies for James.
Yeah. No, that's long gone. Sad times now. I think that's it. Yeah, we're out of here.
Yep,
We're done.
We're out of here.
All right. Ta for now, Christian Crusaders, and R.I.P. Neal Adams.
Bye, dude.
Good night, dude.
Good night, dude.
Good night, dude. Thanks, man.
Get home safe.
Dumb.
Oh fuck, dude! I'll give you $100 if you say that at a funeral to like the
Get home.
like you go up to like they have the line of like the family members and you're just like walking by. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry. And then you loudly get to the coffin. You go, drive home safe.
Well, I'll tell you, if you were like a little kid and you said that at a funeral, get home safe to the casket, that would go viral immediately.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So you need to pay a little kid at a funeral.
And people would say it's proof that God exists.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they would. Because you mean morons? Yeah, of course they would.
You start up a Dark Side's Couch TikTok, right?
Okay, and I just pay kids to do fucked up shit.
No.
That's just what Wonder Shows it was.
Just the one thing. You have a kid's very innocently. very innocently at a funeral, say, "Get home safe" to the casket, and everybody goes, "Oh," and then it goes viral on TikTok. We get millions of followers, and then we just start shoving all the Dark Side's Couch content on there.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do on Twitch, where I'll just like show a movie and then bombard chat with like, "This is where my website is. This is where the
Nice.
show is." I'm a
Nice.
fucking dick
Well,
about it.